I'm gonna play.
Whoa.
I'm gonna play Ral Zarek, the old Ral Zarek.
Yeah.
That one's scary.
That's the original Ral, not the otter one.
I mean, Ral was always an otter.
Is otter a sex thing? Is that I'm just like, is that a sexual innuendo thing?
It's like bear.
It's like a bear.
It's like bear and twink.
I know what bear. I don't know what twink means, but I do know what bear means.
Okay.
I should look. I've been scared to Google twink.
You've been looking at a twink this whole time.
Oh.
I think. I don't know.
Leave comments below if
What's up? It's Shuffle Up and Play, and today we are playing with our very first Commander deck. No, we know how to play Commander. At least, do you know how to play Commander?
What's Magic the Gathering?
Yeah, I'll tell you in exactly 1 minute. But before that, we have brought our very first Commander decks. These are recreations, or in some cases, the exact actual deck that was our first or near first Commander deck, recreated or maintained to its specifications back when we all got into Commander. So basically, you're gonna be watching hot garbage today.
Hi everyone, I'm Sam from Rhystic Studies, back again on Shuffle Up and Play for the third year in a row with Spice and Prof, and today we got Kenji with us. I'm stoked to be here. Kenji's here too, yeah.
Bottom billing, baby, bottom billing.
But I'm stoked to be here. It's more of a tradition now, and we were joking that maybe I should just, sign a 10-year contract with this gig, so yep.
Official?
Deal. Official.
Yes!
10 years. 10 years.
We got 10 years.
Actually, it's a 9-year contract because we didn't get you out in season 1. We wanted to. Season 2, we're glad we got you out for season 2. So 9 years for Kenji.
Who are you?
I already said it.
Oh,
Not you again.
Note to future editor, leave that part in. That's hilarious.
This is Nin the Paint Artist. I was stoked on Blue-Red when I started playing Magic. My goal is to draw cards at a very slow rate and play more or less fair Magic with regards to what we see nowadays. So imagine that. Put yourself back in time to 2015-ish, and that's my deck.
My name is Kenji Egashira, better known as Numot The Nummy online. I'm a streamer, YouTuber, content creator for the last 12, 13 years full time. So it's been a hot minute. I've been doing this for a while, but yeah, excited.
Are you the longest running Magic the Gathering streamer?
No, not the oldest by any means.
I don't mean in terms of age. I mean like doing it.
Excuse you. I turned 69 next year, so
nice.
Thank you. But I was one of the first 5 or 10 prolific streamers back before it was called Twitch, when it was still Justin TV.
I remember Justin TV.
Yeah, that's how old it was. So.
That's the era we're working in.
Yeah.
This is where we're trying to recreate a a nascent internet.
For sure. I do kind of want to apologize. My deck's gonna be a little bit older than you young folk over here. Mine's Numot the Devastator. He blows up lands when he connects, and he can blow up anybody's lands. But Numot, this is about a 20-year-old deck. It's 2007. I think the oldest card in here is maybe 2010. So
wow.
This is pretty close to the identical build from back in the day, and let me tell you, it's land destruction-ish theme. If you wanna, if I put a target on my head, if you wanna attack me first, that's okay, because otherwise, I don't think I was a very fun player to play against back in the day. So
land destruction not fun?
It depends who you're asking.
And why did you choose Numot as your first commander?
No reason.
Hello, I'm Spice8Rack, and if I'm here, who's flying the plane? Today, I've brought Rune of the Hidden Realm. This was the commander deck that I think it was the 2013...
Evasive Maneuvers.
It was Evasive Maneuvers. Me and my 4 mates, Gal, Rowan, Connor, and Hamish, we all got into Magic at the same time, and there were 5 commander decks that all came out, and those pricks got the decks that I wanted to play with, all the ones with black mana and red mana and all that stuff. And because it was the last deck left over, I decided that I was going to have the banned one. And then it turns out that it was a little bit busted for the time. I opened the precon again to reconstruct this deck just before we started filming, and the wave of nostalgia that hit me looking back at all of those like ridiculously bad cards that at the time were considered to be like Commander staples and like a baseline of quality. Oh, it made me feel young again.
What was it like to feel young again?
Well, I don't know what Justin TV is, so I already feel pretty peachy right now.
So you're playing Bant.
Yes.
No wonder the banter is so good.
Oh.
and you're playing, is it?
Is it? And you're playing Numot?
And I'm playing Baron Sengir. Yes, my deck is worse than a precon. My favorite character in Magic the Gathering back in high school when I started playing during Revised into Homelands, Ice Age, Fallen Empires, that was when I started Magic, and I loved Baron Sengir, not for what he did, obviously, because what he does is absolute crap, but I loved the painting of him, I loved the character, I loved the vibe, and so when I learned about Commander, I built a Baron Sengir mono-black Vampires deck, and it was just the worst. So I switched him out. I'm gonna ask the table today. I only played one game with this deck using Baron Sengir as Commander, realized this was a terrible Commander choice, and so then I went and I put in Nguyen, the Ruined Sage, and this is my actual Nguyen from my actual first Commander deck. Should I use Baron Sengir or should I use Nguyen? I think Nguyen is who I played with because this was really the first one, and I shuffle Baron into there. Bonus points if I get Baron out during play.
So first off, you're a snake for that. Second off,
Why am I a snake?
No,
Vampire, not snakes.
I'm in favor of the card which I think is more true to your first Commander deck as opposed to the more sort of like technical
Right,
one.
yeah.
So I'm okay with Nguyen, but it's whatever the rest of the table. We are a democratic table after all.
We are? I thought we were a dictator.
Well, it doesn't matter because none of them are going to live that long anyway. So
Wow.
I'm going to say you choose what you like.
Prof, if you want to win,
Oh!
on a win.
All right, shall we roll for high?
This guy.
3. Sounds about right.
Come on, two baby snake eyes.
Why would you want snake eyes? Oh! Why would you want snake eyes?
What a cool shot.
Why
as well.
wouldn't you say
All right.
boxcars?
12 Sixers.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yep, there you go.
guys are better than me.
Okay.
All right, you got to beat a 5.
Give me a 3 and a 5. Oh, no,
close.
I got a 6 and a 5.
So
I'm gonna have
Kenji
to roll
goes
them
first
again,
because
yeah.
you did request the 3 and a 5, so Kenji goes first.
Precisely.
Yeah,
I'm going to ignore that and I'm going to go first.
All right. Shall we shuffle up and play?
You're the reason why Justin TV doesn't exist anymore, by the way.
I was streaming the guitar on Justin TV back in the day, believe it or not. Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
And remember, first mulligan is free.
Perfectly 7 grabbed. I'm just,
Gosh,
It's just-
mythic god gamer
just so
himself.
good. Oh god, I revealed the land.
Okay.
So I can't even tell what a good hand with this deck is supposed to look like anymore, but I think I can keep.
I'm keeping mine. Looks great.
All right.
I am getting delightful flashbacks to these cards that I have not seen outside of playing this deck back in like 2014. I can keep this. I can keep this.
Yeah, the literal perfect hand gonna win on turn 15.
Win on turn 15 is what Commander was like in 2015.
100%. All right.
All right.
Am I ready to kick us off?
Don't forget to draw since you're going first.
Oh, thank you.
Something I have never done.
Lush. Oh my god. I'm going to do that a lot throughout playing this game, I already know. Let's just kick off with a classic old Commander staple of a Simic Guild Gate.
Oh my god.
And I'm going to pass the turn to you, Prof.
Why would they put guild gates in Commander precons?
This was the good stuff back in the
All
day.
right, here we go. Again, my deck is worse than a precon. I'm playing a swamp and passing the turn.
All right, draw for turn. I'm gonna play Stephen Belladin's Evolving Wilds. Got to get that fetch land going.
Does Stephen Belladin's Evolving Wilds do something different than an Evolving Wilds illustrated by someone other than Steve Belladin?
No, but I will say that this was the Evolving Wilds for like 10 years.
Yeah.
It was the default art, so, just a little bit of a throwback there.
Nice,
Your turn.
nice. I will draw for turn. I'll play this lovely Tempest Randy Galagos Island, and I actually have a play on turn 1. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go with
Soaring.
good old
Wait
mana.
a minute here.
In response, I'm going to crack my Evolving Wilds and fetch.
I'll allow it.
Thank you.
I actually don't know what Mana Vault does.
So basically, I can tap it for 3 colorless mana. It doesn't untap during my upkeep. I can pay 4 though to untap it at the beginning of my turn, basically.
Okay.
So it's very fair, right?
Fair
You
point.
get 3 mana at one time, and then for 4 later on, you can untap it, and then 3. Anyways,
Okay.
That's a terrible card.
Very bad.
Yep.
Okay, I grabbed basic mountain tapped.
Go ahead.
I will take my turn. Untap, upkeep, draw. Now that would actually be really very funny. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play this Bant Panorama, and then I'm going to tap for one colorless and a green, and then I'm going to cast Restore. Put target land from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. I'm going to get Stephen Belladin's Evolving Wilds.
You can grab it from any yard?
From a graveyard onto the battlefield.
The tax.
That's pretty cool.
That's actually kind of sick. And then I will immediately crack that to go searching for a plains.
I'll take that.
Wow.
There we go. Little 2-mana ramp.
Very cool.
And then I'm going to pass the turn to you. Yeah, I would have.
And that doesn't come into play tapped, the panoramas? Those are great.
The panorama comes to play untapped, and eventually I'll be able to crack it to go and search for either a forest, a plains, or a island.
Cool.
Sam, that'll teach you to use Evolving Wild.
I know,
Sorcery
God.
spell, instant speed, but you could have waited.
I went to search for a John Avon Plains.
But you only found insert artist name here. I would name an artist. Quick, Sam.
Ryan Pancoast.
But you only found a Ryan Pancoast's planes.
I guess I'll leave. Pass the turn.
Right. Here we go. All right, here's a turn 2 play from the prof. We're tapping 2 for a Colostria Highborn.
Yeah.
So a Colostria Highborn is a 2/2 whenever Colostria Highborn or another vampire you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield. You may pay black. If you do, target player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life.
Whoa!
Worse than a precon. Pass the turn.
We're on a clock now. Untap my mountain, draw for turn. I also have a turn 2 play.
Well,
Could you guess? I'll play Basic Island.
John Avon.
Nin the Pain Artist.
Oh!
I can pay X mana, blue-red, and tap Nin the Pain Artist to deal X damage to target creature. That creature's controller draws X cards. So ideally, I'm pinging my own stuff to draw more cards, but we can take care of problematic creatures should they arise eventually. Imagine this. You play Numot The Nummy and I ping it for 6. You get to draw 6 cards.
I would accept this.
Okay,
trade.
fine
Yeah.
enough. Your turn.
I accept. All right, I will draw for turn. I'm gonna help everybody out a little bit here.
Cool.
It's a very greedy, horny play.
That's perfect, because I'm a very greedy, horny guy.
Yeah, exactly.
So I will tap Mana Vault for 3 colors, and I'm gonna play the Horn of Greed. Whenever any player plays a land, that player draws a card. So you have to actually play the land for like your turn instead of being able to fetch a land to do so.
For sure.
Wow.
So Horn of Greed enters. I will now play the Flooded Strand. It's going to trigger the Horn of Greed, but before I draw a card, maximum efficiency, I'm gonna sack my Flooded Strand.
Hashtag Mythic God Gamer.
I'm gonna lose a life.
Wow.
I'm gonna search for a Plains or Island card. Does not have to be basic, because I am very much not basic. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
This is such a beautiful like glimpse into the Magic players we would eventually become. In a lot of ways. Like you build your first EDH deck, you're like, okay, this is kind of what I see in the game that draws me into the game. Clearly this is why you're ranked.
Number 1, Mythic God Gamer.
Oh, Steam Vents.
And also,
fun.
clearly, this explains all my deck building choices of the present. Everybody watching this who has watched the old episodes with all the decks I've played are all going, oh, now I get it.
Now I get it. Right, exactly.
Hey, at least you have a creature on the battlefield.
I do, for now.
That does something.
It does do something.
Right. All right, I'm gonna grab the Steam Vents untapped with my Flooded Strand and pay the additional 2 life to have it enter untapped.
All right, here's your library.
Thank you, sir. And remember, I still have that trigger on the stack, so I'm gonna get to now draw my card after thinning my deck, so I have a lower chance of drawing a land.
There it is.
Wow. I will continue.
Nice.
I will play Is It Signet. I can filter 1 colorless and tap it to add a red and a blue.
Fantastic.
And with that, I will say go.
Cool. I'm going to untap. I'm going to upkeep. I'm going to draw. I'm going to enjoy that Horn of Greed.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm going to. Ooh, what do I want to do? Let's just play a basic island by Michael Kormar. Sorry, I don't have quite the same sort of like delivery as you do when sort of talking about artists.
The trick is to have all the lands in your deck just the same, so you could just over and over. Yeah.
I have started putting exclusively either Siddhar Chaturvedi or Raoul Vitali lands in my decks because of you.
Beautiful.
And I'm going to draw a card off of Horn of Greed. Oh, actually, trigger on the stack.
Hey!
This is a little trick I learned earlier.
Whoa.
I'm going to pay that blue. I'm going to sack the Band Panorama
Yeah.
to go searching for a basic Forest Plains or Island card and put it onto the battlefield tapped.
Let's go.
Oh, never.
What are we
not good.
searching with Band Panorama in the year 2014, 15?
Yeah, those were the
Basic
days.
Forest, yeah.
Basic Forest.
I'm going to go get a Young Park.
Yep.
Is it Young Park?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Well done.
I'm so terrified of mispronouncing these brilliant artists' names. Okay, that will come into play tapped, and then I will draw my card. And you know what? I actually drew something I can play. I'm going to tap for 1 white mana, and I'm going to play Soul Warders.
Hey.
Oh.
Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, I gain 1 life.
Yep.
What a delicious turn 3 play. And yeah, I'm going to gain a life. I might need an extra D20 if that's okay.
Oh, it doesn't trigger.
It doesn't trigger on its own.
Of course, because that's what the word another means. I have 2 degrees in writing, and I'm going to pass the turn.
But you need at least 1 degree in reading
Dang.
the card.
Oh God, you got me.
Zing.
Zing.
Actually,
Alright.
this was the era where reading the card.
Did explain the card. Remember when reading the card did explain the card? Remember when you could read a card and it wouldn't take an hour to get to the bottom of the card?
I've learned that you also need a degree in comprehension. Reading
Correct.
alone does not solve your problem.
All right, draw for turn. So I loved your play of a Young Park land, and I think I will play a Young Park Swamp. Draw a card from Horn of Greed. Oh, hello. We do have a turn 3 play. Tapping 3 for the one, the only, Captivating Vampire.
Okay.
Other vampire creatures you control get +1/+1. I can tap 5 untapped vampires I control to gain control of target creature.
Wow.
Just own it, and then it becomes a vampire in addition to its other types. So this is now a 3/3, and it's coming at you, Kenji.
I just gave you an extra card.
I want to flash back to GP Los Angeles.
There it is. Deep
All right, all right.
2018.
Story
Here we go.
time.
Kenji was competing. No, you were. It was Vegas where you were on
Coverage? Uh-huh.
Something like that. Anyway, you were walking out of the hall. I had my draft deck. You had a draft deck. And I said, do you want to get a quick game? You were so wrecked. You were so tired. You're like, okay, just one. And I beat you. And you say, and there's a little crowd around us, you say, all right, we got to do this 2 out of 3. I can't let the prof actually have a win on me. And then you proceed to beat me the next 2 games in a row. I'm coming at you for 3.
Wow.
Beautiful. Throwback to the payback.
Throwback. I've got no effects. I'll take 3 and move down to 34.
That might have been Vegas. But you had the draft deck too. So I don't know. Whatever it was.
I will also gain a life from that Captivating Vampire entering
Yes.
the battlefield.
Oh.
No, that's right. You have to
There
keep
you
track of
go.
all the triggers.
I will pass the turn.
Beautiful. I'll untap, draw my card for turn. Kenji, I am gonna follow in your lead,
Yes.
my friends. We're playing Basic Islands and tapping a...
Oh, you get a horn trigger?
Oh my gosh, that's right. Thank you. I'll draw a card. Then I'm gonna tap Island and Mountain and play an Is It Signet myself.
Yeah,
So shout
buddy.
out to Is It Signet from like Dissension, right?
Something like that.
Beautiful.
I like that. Is it signature?
So wait, so now I can actually, I do have 2 more mana now, don't I? Well, nothing to play with it. Kenji for 1.
What is going on?
In the red zone, baby.
You literally announce yourself as going to destroy all our lands
Okay, all
before
right,
playing.
that's fair. I will move down to 33 already.
Beautiful, and I'm passing, so it's your turn.
All right, well, I'm gonna take another damage because I cannot untap this during my upkeep, so I'm gonna move down to 32 as I move to draw. Mana Vault remains tapped. Gosh, you guys are all jerks. I'm just trying to help
I'm
people
not.
out here.
Welcome to Shuffle Up and Play.
Exactly.
I will play a Nimbus Maze. It can tap for colorless. That's fine. I will draw a card from Horn of Greed trigger, and then I will say pass.
Suspicious.
Lovely. And Chubbly, I'm going to untap upkeep and I'm going to draw I'm going to play this salt-crusted steppe, which is a storage land.
Nice.
You'll also notice, eagle-eyed viewers, that all of these lands have the correct expansion symbol. The majority of these cards are actually just from the pre-con, with the slight exception of about like 20 cards in here, including Soul Warden, which is from the the Modern Event deck.
Yes.
Wow.
Which
black one.
I saved up and I bought that.
You played Modern?
No, but I wanted to, and then I bought it thinking, this will get me into Modern, and then I took it to a Modern tournament and I got absolutely crushed because of course I did.
Of course you did.
Because I was playing with a main board Sword of Feast of Famine. But it is what it is. So I'm going to draw a card off of that salt-crusted steppe. I'm going to tap for 3 mana, and I'm going to cast a Dark Steel Ingot,
Nice.
a Indestructible Mana Rock, again an absolute classic, and then I'm going to for 2 mana. I'm going to cast Illusionist's Braces.
Wow.
Okay.
Whenever an ability of an equipped creature is activated, if it isn't a mana ability, copy that ability. You may choose new targets for the copy, which is wonderful with a commander who has an activated ability. And then...
He's free too, you know. I'm just.
You
I
could
know.
bring Kenji's life total down by 1.
Do you know how many cards I've given you off of this thing?
Yeah.
Don't be too horny, man. Don't be too horny.
Well, the thing is, I'm a big believer in the rule of 3, so we are going to send 1 damage your way,
go.
Kenji.
All right, I'm at 31.
Yeah.
We've been here before,
Yeah,
Kenji. Remember.
And then I'm going to pass that funky turn.
This is the first episode of Shuffle Up and Play where I'm not immediately targeted for some reason. All right.
Oh, thanks for reminding us.
Oh yeah, props here.
Get him!
All right, I'm gonna play a Swamp and I get a trigger off of the Horn to draw. Oh, that's nice. Tap 4. Now, this is not the original card that I had in my deck, but I did run a Crypt Ghast back in the day.
Very good.
A lovely 2/2 with Extort, and whenever I tap a Swamp for mana, add an additional black. You know this is a newer printing of a card because it doesn't tell you what Extort does. Because why would they want to actually tell you what these things do? They decided, let's stop doing that. Don't you people have phones?
Nice.
You have never come across older than in that exact
That was a
Sure I have.
diabolical reference.
Sure I
I
have.
will gain 1 life off of your bad creature with awful syntax.
That card's amazing.
You've heard me say on fleek. You know I've come across older.
I know, I'm aware. I'm comparing.
All right.
I'm pretty sure 3 minutes ago you were lamenting the fact that cards have so much text, and now you're saying you want more text
I
on
want to know what the card does.
right.
I want to know what the card
I
does.
was
Read it then.
Yeah.
Read it then.
All right, and I'm gonna swing at Kenji for 3. Now,
Let's go.
all right, yep.
20. I'm at 20s already.
All right, I will lay off you.
That's very funny though.
Nice. Okay.
Pass the turn.
I will say that Extort was one of those mechanics that got, the OG Commander players. I'll draw a card for turn as I tell my little anecdote. It was contentious because Extort is like technically a black and white ability, and there was in a mono black deck, it's like, should he have access to Extort? You know, classic arguments. We used to argue about these types of things. Okay?
Yes.
Playing Mountain for turn, drawing a card from Horn of Greed.
Draw your card.
Let's go.
Why not?
Buddy, I got so much mana.
Why not
5
play
mana?
this?
I've never had that much in this deck. Oh, that could be fun. Should I do it for the fun?
Yeah, of course.
We are always playing for the fun of it. All right, tap 5
Oh.
for Magus of the Future. You have a Soul Warden trigger.
I do, and I'll gain a little bit of life, up to 43.
Beautiful. Okay, so this is a 2/3 human wizard. I play with the top card of my library revealed. This is before Courser of Krufix. Second line of text, I may play the top card of my library. Hot like sauce. The top of my library is an island. I played my lands already this turn.
Info.
Where's my pad?
Yeah.
Spice 1. Remember that.
Yeah. I'm engraved in the brain.
I will.
Let's keep Spice honest.
I cannot believe this.
I saw it.
Keep Spice honest. And
constantly laugh.
I'm all done. So take it away, Mythic God Gamer.
Spice, if it makes you feel better, I am once again not gonna pay, and I will, take another.
You're doing the most damage to yourself.
That is false. You have.
No.
That is blatantly false. Gosh, you non-god gamers.
We are destructible.
Wow.
Yes. All right, let's lead with a Plains and draw a card off my Horn of Greed.
Nice.
Nimbus Maze is now active on adding for blue.
Nice.
For what that's
Love
worth.
that card. It's so
Yeah.
I love
so
the art on that.
I know it's always been it's very tranquil.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Sam, you know what? I like what you've done over there. I'm going to tap 5.
Love it.
It's a little bit different than yours, but I'm going to play a future sight.
Hey!
Ooh, cool.
Yeah, the OG. So this is a 5-mana enchantment, not a creature. I play with the top card of my library revealed. This is a ghostly prison.
Okay.
And I can play lands and cast spells from the top of my library. So I like what you did. I kind of emulated it, and now I say go.
Thank you ever so much. I'm gonna untap, I'm gonna upkeep, I'm gonna draw. Ooh, now that is a spicy meatball. All right,
How on brand for you, Spice8Rack?
Thank you. I thought you were going to say how on brand for you Italian.
Are you
How on brand for you?
No, not at all.
You're not Italian.
No, I'm a little bit Spanish, and that's it. That's where the hair comes from.
Love it.
I am going to actually. So I'm gonna Mythic God Gamer this.
Here we
I'm gonna
go.
Float a green. And I'm going to play a Selesnya Sanctuary.
Whoa.
Enters battlefield tapped, and when it enters battlefield, I have to return a land. So I'm going to just farm some Horn of Greed triggers.
Let's go.
I'm going to draw that card with the green floating. Ooh, I can use the green.
That's wonderful.
Oh, I like this. This is a fun
Money.
game. Money. I'm going to, for 3 mana, for 2 mana, I'm going to cast this Selesnya Signet, and then, is there anything that I am scared of?
Are you scared of the future?
Oh, don't start this again.
Here we go again.
Oh God.
Props the only one living in the past.
That is true.
Since Sam has asked the question, are you scared of the future? That is now in the past, and we are in that future,
we
which
go
is the
again.
present.
You
It is
can't
the
hurt me.
present.
You can't hurt me anymore.
Damn.
I have been to therapy. I've gone through this. I'm going to tap for a white and a colorless. And I'm actually going to cast Darksteel Mutation.
Oh.
Enchanted creature is a 0/1 insect artifact creature with indestructible and loses all other abilities. Now, I'm not scared of the future, but I am scared of the swamp. So that
Really?
Crypt Guard,
Oh, that is actually-
Crypt Guard. Hey, listen.
I was about to do a lot.
Good.
Oh, good. Excellent.
One thing
Yeah.
per turn is what we're aiming for.
There we go. I've given you a brilliant blocker.
Yep.
If you want to swap shirts, that I love that play. I'll give you the number 1.
Sweet.
Now, this is still a vampire, though, correct?
That was never a vampire. That's a spirit.
Oh, never mind. I didn't read the card.
Oh, funny that.
Funny that, yeah.
Sometimes it explains it. I mean, not this one.
Not this one.
All right.
Not extort.
No. And then I think, just because it's really funny, I'm going to attack you, Kenji, for 1.
Pile on, 26.
I am going to stop now, though. The bit has run dry. And post-combat main phase, I don't think I'm actually going to do anything. I think I'm going to rest on my laurels and pass that turn.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Do we have it? We do. I'm going to play we don't have it. Oh, you really messed me up with that.
Yeah.
You really messed me up with that.
Good.
Who is the most likely to be graveyard needing oriented here? Probably Sam.
Maybe me. I will say, honestly, there's only like 2 or 3.
Which has already left the
That's
graveyard
true.
once.
It has been used, yeah, somehow.
I actually think probably me. I'm playing green, and green has some graveyard recursion.
All right, I'm gonna Bajuka Bog you. I really just need the land.
Sweet.
Sure.
You get rid of a bad panorama and a restore.
And I get to draw from the Horn of Greed.
Absolutely.
Which is what
The
I wanted.
synergy
Oh,
here.
wow, I got my combo piece. Or at least what I thought was a good combo piece back in 2000. Let's go ahead and we will tap for. Now, this is not only my first commander deck, this is an actual card from it. It was the first card I ever got signed from the very first Magic event that I ever attended, which was Worlds San Francisco, where I got Jason Chan to sign my
Cool.
Bloodline Keeper.
God, that's gorgeous.
That's a vampiric looking signature too. It's
Yeah,
super flowy and-
I really wanted Jason Chan to sign my Lord of the Unreal, which was my favorite card from my favorite deck at the time, but I went through my library for all Jason Chan cards because I could have him sign like up to 5 or something while waiting in line. And so we've got that. This is a classic. I loved it back in the day. It's a flying vampire. I can tap to put a 2/2 black vampire creature token with flying onto the battlefield, or I can spend a black to transform Bloodline Keeper. Activate this ability only if you control 5 or more vampires. Vampire count is 3.
and
Vampire
I'm
count is
gonna
3.
gain a life because a creature enters the battlefield.
Yes.
Very nice.
There you go. I'm going to move to declare attackers, and I'm swinging at you, Spice, for 3.
What did I do to you?
You called me old.
Oh yes, that is the other thing I did.
Yeah.
No, what are you talking? You play?
Oh, and that
Yeah.
took away my cryptcast. And you called me old.
Yeah,
One of those is worse than the other.
All right, you cryptcast.
take three.
I'll take 3. I'm down to 40. What a novel notion.
Pass the turn.
All right, as I'm untapping, I got another anecdote. Recently, I played.
Untapped anecdote.
This is old people
I know,
remember
it really
the past.
Well, it truly is. In keeping with the spirit of like, oh, this is just nostalgia of the game. I was invited recently to play Magic at the local Magic Club at the University of Texas at Austin. So shout out to the president there who invited me. And I was stoked. We're going to sit down and play a Commander game. And I pull out my Commander and I'm like, I'm playing the Mimeoplasm. And one guy just looks at me dead in the eye and is like, what a classic. I'm like, oh God, daggers. You probably don't know what this card is, you know? So yeah,
Antique.
I'll never forget that. Ooh, antique. Is that the original printing? You know? Oh, what a classic. I'll never forget that. And I'm sure he didn't mean it that way, but I thought it was so funny. So, all right, we're going with islands. So that's land 5. So I have Jace's Ingenuity. Everyone gets to see my, half of my hand from here on out.
Yeah.
Draw a card from Horn of Greed.
Yep.
Top of the library is a mountain. The sequencing, tough. This is fun. I mean, this is a pinger, as it were, but I'm just gonna keep pinging you, Kenji, for 1, and we'll hit you for 2, Spice.
I'll go down to 38.
A slap in the face from the future, as it were. Okay.
Down to 25.
So end of turn, I have 8 cards in hand, so I'm going to discard an islands and pass.
All right, untap, upkeep. I will not pay the one.
You're
my
serious?
Okay.
Pay it off
I will
already.
This
draw
is
my ghostly
real.
prison.
Let's
I
get
will
some Numot
reveal
going.
Marble diamond on the top.
cool.
Yeah.
Gorgeous art.
Yeah, from Mirage. Very good.
Mirage had great art.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did. Why isn't that a land?
If you play it, there might be a land underneath.
That's true. That is very true.
That's gamer.
But do I want
You just taught gamer to the mythic god gamer.
That's true,
All
yeah.
right.
I can't believe I'm
if you-
game explaining.
If you don't want endless jokes about it, you shouldn't have worn the shirt.
I can't trust any of you. Nobody's worth
You're
it.
right. You're
That's
so
what you
right.
learn at the college.
Yeah.
It's true. That's right.
All right, I'm going to tap my Maze and Signet for 2 mana. And you know what? I will play that Marble Diamond off the top. It enters
Beautiful.
tapped, and it can tap for a white. Da 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 da!
Gamer.
I reveal the land. I have not played a land for turn, so let's play the plains off the top. There is a trigger on the stack. A Swans of Bryn are gold.
No way.
Wow.
Good.
That's really good.
I was
for you
about to say
Yeah.
we can
Little-
do the swan song thing.
little
Yeah.
funsy here. All right, so it's not an instant, so I'll just draw it off the land trigger.
Yep.
Reveal the next card. It is a Thran Dynamo. He can keep going.
Yep.
Unreal. But is that what he wants to do? Is it, huh? Is it what he wants to do?
One more turn of like mana rocks, and then
And then I'll blow them all up.
this is good old honest commander.
And I am going to tap 3 mana and play the previously revealed Ghostly Prison. Creatures can't attack you unless their controller pays 2 for each creature attacking you. So please stop a little bit. That's all I'm asking.
You know
just
what?
just a little bit.
Hey, I'm actually going to help you in terms of the slowing down
Oh,
of the life
perfect,
going down.
perfect. Okay.
So I'm also just going to, in response to that, pay 3 mana and Croson Grip your mana vault. It has split second. When it's on the stack, you can't do anything in response, and it's just destroy target artifact or enchantment. So it stops damaging you.
Wow,
That would have been hilarious if you cross inverted.
It would have been really funny. It would have been really funny. And I decided not to because sometimes the bit is not worth it if friendship's on the line.
Oh, who are you? What's your name?
Take my face off. It's Marcus underneath.
It's mine. Mr. Rogers underneath.
I'll let you know right now, I do have ways to untap things like this, so that was actually not a heinous play. And I will pass turn.
Thank you. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Ooh. Mate, should they?
Well,
Dare they?
so.
I'm going to play a forest and I'm going
Whoa!
to draw.
Oh, I thought that was
wasn't
what-
a thing. That wasn't
Oh
a
my
thing.
God.
I'm going to play a forest, draw off the Horn of Greed, and hang on, I just need to read the card to explain what it does, just to make sure. Yes. No. Yes. Okay. I'm going to, for 3 mana, I'm going to instead cast Gale Power Mage, or Gale Powder Mage. rather. This is a Kithkin wizard, which has flying, and when it attacks, I can exile another target creature and return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. It's a little flicker wisp on attacks. I'm going to gain a life off of my Soul Warden, who has done a delicious amount of incidental work here. I am, you know what? I'm going to come at you, Sam.
Yes.
One damage
Do
with
it.
my Soul Warden. Get you
We
back.
used to just do 1 damage per turn in circles.
And we liked
We
it.
liked it.
This is
39.
honestly some real fun magic.
Yeah,
going
it
on
really
here.
is.
I
I'm
miss
sorry. Me too.
magic when I actually know what every card at the table does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not like there's like 8 paragraphs of text on every single one of Kenji's cards, and I'm like, well, he'll just tell me if something happens.
Sure.
Totally. I understand.
And then I'm going to pass that funky turn your way.
Untap, upkeep, draw. All right. I do not have any more lands, and I do not have my crypt gassed, and I'm in black, so I do not have enchantment removal. But I do have 5 mana. Now I could bring in my commander, but I'd like to do a big brain play. Sam, we're coming
to
your. I'm not going to do a lot more than talk to you.
Oh,
I'm going to do a lot more than talk to you.
Wow.
I am going
Judge.
to attack you with the full flunge.
The entire plunge?
Not the,
The
whole.
entire flunge.
We were saving that for Easter.
Okay, so what's hitting me? So we got a 2.
We got a 3/3.
Okay.
We got a 2/2.
Yeah.
We got a 4/4 in the air.
5. So that's 9 total.
That is 9 total.
Okay.
That's not a defender or anything, right?
It's a 0/1.
Oh, I thought it was a 1/1.
No,
That's a
Oh,
0/1.
God,
no.
that'd be broken.
So you might hit me with 9. Okay. I have
What
no.
do you mean might?
yeah.
What do you mean might? Oh, what's that? What's that untapped mana?
Yeah, we have
Oh,
some untapped
red and
mana.
blue. Do they do things at instant speed?
Couldn't be us. So that's fine. I'm taking 9. I've got really no plays.
Oh, that's great. You take the 9.
Yep. I go to 30.
You've got no plays, but I gotta play.
Hey.
I gotta play this game called Magic the Gathering, and I gotta tap 5 here for this awesome old card. It's called a Bloodlord of Vestal.
Oh.
This has Bloodthirst 3, which means if an opponent was dealt damage this turn, this creature enters the battlefield with 3 +1/+1 counters on it. Wait a minute! I have a thing for this!
The second line of text matters.
I have a thing for
Oh,
this.
there's a whole thing.
Oh gosh.
Flunge, a thing,
Yeah. Judge.
judge.
Our opponent's left.
So anyway, while he's gone, another anecdote,
I was
you
waiting
know?
for it. I was ready.
I'm going to
What can I
actually
say
quickly
about
gain a life off of that.
Okay,
Actually,
good.
maybe I should wait until, but unless this is all staying in.
No one knows.
It'd be really funny if this bit was left in. 10 minutes later, I was at the Magic the Gathering
I got it.
I'll tell you tomorrow.
Tell me tomorrow.
Another time.
We've got Tolarian Community College counters available at www.tolariancommunitycollege.com/store. We've got +1/+1 counters, +4/+4 counters, +2
We're almost there.
+2
The
counters,
suspense is killing me.
+5
Oh, wait a minute.
+5 counters, and here it is. Listen, that's so much better to have that
Beautiful.
+3 counter available at TolarianCommunityCollege.com/store. Not a sponsor of this channel, because it's me!
It's you, baby!
It's me!
So you!
You gain a life.
Thank you. I gained life off the Bloodthirst boy. I love that. I really hope that the editors put in a 20 minutes later between when you run off and when you run back.
That was never 20 minutes.
No. But we can pretend it.
Editors put Spice in another Escher painting for me.
I'm looking at myself in this ball. Whoa!
Pass the turn.
Okay, end of your turn. Let's have a little fun. That's what we're here for.
I'm
gonna
already having
fun. we're having the best time ever. This is just good old honest.
Yes!
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm gonna cast a card called Steam Augury in foil from my collection back when I played that in Standard. Believe it or not, we used to play Standard. Okay, so this is 4 mana for an instant. I reveal the top 5 cards in my library and I put them into 2 piles. And then an opponent chooses which one of those goes into my hand and which one goes into the graveyard. So this is like the old reversed faster
Fury.
That's his deck, Faster Fiction. So
Fiction.
yeah, so revealing the top 5 cards in my library, I'll put this in the graveyard now. So we've got Mountain, Disdainful Stroke, Phyrexian Metamorph, Mountain, and Azami, Lady of Scrolls, and then the top card will be revealed as well because of Magus of the Future.
Technically, I don't think that gets revealed. I think that's still part of the...
Oh, this is still part of the resolution?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's still hidden there.
Okay, so the top 5 cards in my library, I'm going to... Prof.
Yes.
The 2 piles are...
Wow, you're
Should I
after
pass
what I
it
just
to you?
did to you? Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
this
After
is-
what I just did to you?
We're just pals
All
here.
right.
We're just normal men.
Just men.
Just innocent men.
My 2
we're
we're
just innocent
We're just
men.
innocent men. So the 2 piles are 3 spells and 2 mountains.
Yeah.
So you choose which one goes to my hand and which one goes to the yard.
To the graveyard.
Yes.
Well, the spells go to the graveyard and you get your 2 lands.
Okay, roger that.
Why wouldn't I do that?
No one knows.
Why would you?
Good friends would have.
Tricky.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Normal
No.
men. Innocent
No.
men would
You
have.
Wait, did you
Dimensional
want
chess.
those in your hand?
No one knows. I gave you the choice. I took onto the card.
Why wouldn't I do that?
And then I reveal the top card of my library. It's an island.
Good, now you got land.
Okay, so now I have 2 more lands. And I don't have any 2-mana spells.
Why would you do that? I'm so confused.
This is 3-dimensional chess. man.
Okay, let's see.
All right, we're gonna untap, we're gonna upkeep, and draw my island for turn. Top of the library is a mountain.
Oh, the sequencing finally paying off.
You see? This is what I've been doing the whole time. Okay, so we're gonna play mountain off the top of my library, as it were, and then, ooh. Nice. Okay, Prof. This card is in the esoteric fantasy language, which is Italian.
Italian.
So, I wish I could read it to you, but
Don't you have a PhD in Italian?
I used to.
What do you mean you used to? They don't take PhDs back.
It slowly disappears.
If this is 10 years ago, I'm about to start my actual grad school. So that's kind of
Yeah.
touching, right? So
You
shout
didn't
out.
get to draw that card,
Exactly.
remember?
Oh my god, I get to draw from Horn of Greed. So this is Turn and Burn. It's a fuse spell from Return to Ravnica, but it's in Italian, as it were.
Love the fuse spell.
Island on the top of my library. I have too many cards.
That island is in Spanish. It's the Tierra Basica. So my apologies to Spanish speakers.
Beautiful. No notes.
My deepest apologies.
I'm seeing the main problem with this deck is that classic stuff, you just draw a bunch of cards and do nothing. Okay, I have to pay 2 for Ghostly Prison.
Yes.
I've got an 0-1 looking at me and a 6-6.
6/6. See, isn't that so
flyer.
easy with the counter
Gosh,
to know?
of course.
It's so great.
It's a Bloodlord of Tolarian Community College.
Yes, that's me.
That's you. So I'm not really gonna attack this turn. I think I'm chilling. I've already played my land for turn. Cripes. Y'all, this is
Why would you do that with
I'm a
the
little
land?
bit to keep you up at night.
To mess with you.
Exactly.
played
It's making me
enough
feel
games.
guilty. It's making me feel like I ruined Sam's turn.
No, you didn't. The old in Factor, like Commander, it used to be like Factor Fiction, and you just 5-0 a pile.
yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah.
what it is. Or like 5-0, and the O is a $5 bill. You know, like a little
How
bribery
did that
action.
get on the table?
Yeah. Ooh,
You
that's
go
not
downstairs
that
and get me a
bad.
Pepsi?
I'm actually, unfortunately, I am just gonna pass again as we do. No, I'm not. I'm gonna play Planeswalker. I'm gonna play.
Whoa.
I'm gonna play Ral Zarek. The old
Oh,
Ral Zarek.
yeah.
Ooh, that one's scary.
Shout out to
Twiddle.
Dylan from Game Heroes who used to say Ralzaric, which always found like it sounded like a spell. Like, ooh, I'm casting Ralzaric, but it's Ralzaric.
And that's the original Ral, not the otter one.
The
I mean, Raoul was always an
yeah,
otter.
I'm gonna tap a little better, so I have blue, red up for no apparent.
Otter, you waiting for?
I think I'm gonna do
Indeed,
that. Yeah. So I paid 4 for a Ralzaric. It enters with 4 counters.
Is otter a sex thing? Is that? I'm just like, is that a sexual innuendo thing?
It's
Is
no, it's
that
like it's
mean?
like bear.
It's like a
It's like bear and twink.
I know what
Okay,
bear. I
okay.
don't know what twink means, but I do know what bear means.
Okay.
I should look. I've been scared to Google twink.
You've been looking at a twink this whole time.
Oh,
I think. I don't know. I'm a bad queer.
Leave comments below.
Okay, I'm going to.
you're not a bad queer. You're a good queer. We love you.
Thank you. Stop it.
No.
Ow.
You have no creatures in it. You have a creature.
I do.
Okay, Prof. A little bit of
Yes.
payback, my friends. We're gonna -2, and -2 is lightning bolts. Remember,
Yeah.
Planeswalkers did one
Oh.
thing. All right, so -2, 3 damage anywhere. I'm gonna 3 damage your Vampire Lord, the captivating.
Really?
Love it.
Nice.
So
Cool.
strong.
All right.
Love it.
Card's super good. So 3 damage to it. It
Okay.
kills it, correct?
No, it does not, because other vampire creatures I control have +1/+1, so this is a 4/4.
No, sorry, I'm killing that
yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were killing my bloodline keeper.
No. The captivating vampire's my
Oh, I was just like, oh, no, that's not going to
Remember,
do it.
Lord is a term that
Yes.
used to be on old Magic cards, the ones you played with.
Yes,
That's right.
That would give Anthem a
I'm realizing that's too bad. That's too bad. Okay, that happens. There we
Yeah,
go.
gotta shrink the army just a tad. And then we're going to pass the turn. Once again, I have to discard.
Shame.
8, 9.
Shame.
I have to discard 2
A land. You're going to discard a land there, Sam?
2 lands. 2
Oh,
lands. Buddy, your turn.
All right.
Sheesh. That's me being young and hip.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, baby.
Wow, I will not take a damage from Mana Vault. That is
Hey.
amazing.
Remember who did
Incredible.
that for you,
Yes,
baby.
thank you. Ooh, I will draw the Dynamo and reveal an Insurrection on the top of my library.
Wow.
Super cool.
That's interesting.
I realized that we built the same deck, but it's because blue-red only did exactly this. back in the day. That's all you had to do. You barely have 2 red.
Whoa.
Oh, you don't even have 3 red.
That's,
You can't cast that spell right now. Okay. Who's counting?
All right, I am going to lead things off with a old school Lotus Veil.
Whoa.
When it enters, sacrifice 2 untapped lands or bury it. They said bury back in the day. Mm-hmm. And then it taps for 3 mana of any one color. Funny that the Numot deck is the only one that's blown up any lands of its own. You know, it's great. I'm gonna get a trigger off of Horn of Greed and draw that Insurrection.
Irony.
Reveal a land tax on top, huh?
My God.
Flashback
This
is
was your
just-
first commander deck?
Yeah.
Well, but you had been playing Magic
Oh,
professionally for some time.
Oh!
Maybe not that. Well,
Yeah.
I didn't play Magic a long time, maybe not professionally, but. All right, let's go ahead and tap a plains, and I'm gonna play Enlightened Tutor. I'm gonna search my library for an artifact or enchantment and reveal it and put it on top after shuffling.
Pretty good with the old future sight.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
exactly what I had in mind.
So you have 3, 4, 5, 6 mana available. 7 mana
7,
available.
yes. Yeah, that sounds about right.
7 mana enchantment. This is the guessing game. What do you play on 7?
Oh, was it Mind Unbound? The one that puts law counters on it and you draw an extra card each turn?
Is that printed back then?
It was M14.
Let us know in the comments while Kenji is searching his library what you think he's going to get right now, and then see if you're correct. No cheating.
You're all guessing 7. I'm just gonna put Soul Ring on top.
No way!
Oh, beautiful.
Look how big that
whiteboard.
text is. Yeah.
I don't even need these to see that.
Exactly. Oh, I'll just take the old spectacles off. I can read it from here.
It's like free mana. I can tap it and play it immediately, you know?
3 mana and 3 mana.
That's a
All right.
great. That should be in every commander deck.
I hope we cut
Yeah.
to Omniscience or Insurrection. That'd be the bit, right?
I drew the Insurrection, remember?
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I will tap the Marble Diamond and now play the newly granted Soul Ring off the top of my library.
Omniscience. Dang it.
Oh,
Land.
boo.
And I already played a land for turn. How miserable. Let's see, I've got access to 8 mana now. Hey, that is Insurrection mana. And that adds red. Well, didn't you know it?
Oh, yeah. You can find it now.
Boy.
You could grab a whole Nin the Paint Artist with it.
Actually, what is the wording on Gale Powder? Does it say under my control or whose control?
Under its owner's control.
tough.
Don't you be doing any shenanigans here.
Because I think Restoration Angel says under your control, so if you flicker something that you've stolen, you get to actually keep it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you could. That'd be so sweet. Insurrection, grab the whole board.
Nothing to see here. Just some vamps.
No.
We just vamping.
I mean, it would be like a classic, like 2000s era commander insurrection of just deal a lot of damage.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's full stop, as opposed to, oh, I win the game.
Yeah.
Which is what like it would be nowadays.
All right, I'm just gonna keep
Please.
setting up. I'm gonna tap the new Soul Ring and 2 other to play a Thran Dynamo, 4 mana artifact that taps to add 3 colors of any, just 3 colors rather.
Of any colorless.
Yeah,
colors of any
of colorless of any colorless, and that is my turn.
End step. I'm
go.
going to tap for 4 mana. I forgot that tap for 2 extra, so I tapped slightly incorrectly. Could have played Rune that turn. And I'm going to cast Aether Mage's Touch. Reveal the top 4 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield. It gains at the beginning of your end step. Return this creature to its owner's hand. Then put the rest of the cards revealed this way onto the bottom of your library in any order.
Sweet.
So let's see what I am getting.
Yeah.
First card, Glacial Fortress, not a creature. Stone Cloaker is a
Okay,
creature.
Okay.
Mercfiend Lean is a creature. Bane of Progress.
Yikes.
Oh, how's that setup looking? you got a crisp 20 to make me not pick that one.
No comments. No comments.
Oh,
Wow. This is so sad.
Do it, Spice.
So
Do
it's
it.
ETB, destroy artifacts and enchantments.
All
artifacts enchantments put a +1/+1 counter on
And it
Bane of
gets
Progress for
fat.
each
Monster.
permanent.
I mean, but then you
Do
can do it
it.
again. It's gonna bounce to your hand. So
It
Yeah.
is, but like,
That's such a good card.
I
think that's what you should do.
I think that you're saying that so that the Darksteel mutation.
Mishra. I didn't realize that. I was like, please don't let them realize it.
That's
Please don't
true.
let them realize
yeah,
it.
that's a good point.
Okay, so the Bane of Progress would destroy your board, which
Pretty
would
much,
be
yes.
so funny.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong, I would laugh so hard. But it would also bring that back online, and you are right next. Murphy Lynch is just great for tapping and untapping Rune, although all of my creatures are white at the moment, so it's not grand. And Stonecloaker is just like a little bit of graveyard hate, which isn't really a thing. I think, you know what?
Oh, it's too tough.
No, it's
Poor
it's gotta,
Kenji, yeah.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. So there's
Yeah, baby.
So
I'm
there's-
almost rooting for you now.
Well,
What's that like?
So
first to say.
First off, I'm going to gain a life. And then with the trigger on the stack, I am going to tell an anecdote of
Anecdote on the stack.
did anyone here play the BioShock 2 multiplayer?
Oh God, no.
So, like, there was a multiplayer version of BioShock 2 where you played as, like, Spices going around, and, like, it wasn't particularly great, but as time went on and fewer people played it, because it was obviously the BioShock 2 multiplayer who was playing that, there were only 3 people left in the lobbies, and they would just play lobbies incessantly together and just kill each other. And if any one new person turned up, they would immediately gang up and kill that one person over and over and over again until they left the game, and then go back to killing each other. This is what is happening right now.
We're in a BioShock 2 multiplayer lobby right now. Unfortunately, Kenji, you are the 4th player.
If it makes you feel any better, I also do lose my Illusionist Braces, my Celestinist Signet, but not my Darksteel Ingot, actually. So I'm going to destroy 2 artifacts and enchantments. Prof, how many are you destroying?
Wait, I get to choose?
No, sorry, it destroys all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
I am not destroying any. It's destroying them,
Fantastic.
and it's destroying the Darksteel mutation, giving me back my Cryptghast.
I'm losing Simply and Is It Signet, so that's 1 from me.
Cool.
I will be losing Ghostly Prison, Future Sight, Court of Greed, Thran Dynamo, Soul Ring,
Oh no, you
Is
had
it
them in your
signets?
land section as well.
and Marble Diamond.
Wow.
that's
Hey,
Seven.
guess
a bit of a board.
Guess what, Kenji?
Ruined.
Full moratorium on me coming at you for like the rest of the game, because that's a little bit.
Ruined.
So that's how many is that?
Ruined him.
That's 7 there.
7 alone.
Okay, so that's
8,
10
9,
plus one counters.
11, I think.
Oh, 11 plus
At least, right? Because that's 7, 8, 9, and then how many did you destroy? 2?
I destroyed 2, yes.
Yeah, so it's 11.
Cool. 11
So it's an 11-11.
Savage. Until end of
is
turn, and then it
an
bounces
11,
to his
11.
hand, their hand.
Yes. Well, until the end of my end step. Until
Oh,
my
really?
next end step.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can attack with it.
Cool. Super good.
Sweet. So now I'll go to untap, upkeep, and draw.
Oh yeah, that was insult injury. That was at the end of my turn, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and I...
Please.
Hey, you said you wanted to play
Please,
land destruction.
please.
4, 5, 6. You do have 6.
This is karma, you know. You bring a land destruction commander.
Well, you know what? This is not revealed anymore.
That's
so
true.
suck on that.
No, my notepad.
So Horn of Greed, no Horn of Greed though, so we're losing our card draw.
Boo.
I'm going to... That's true.
Take that.
Yeah, you're right. I'm going to play a forest. Sad face. I'm going to then, for 3 mana, I'm going to play this Deceiver Exarch.
Oh wow.
Normally you would flash this in, but I actually just want to tap down your
Nice.
Bloods boy. And what's he called?
Bloodlord of Yaskoth. Yaskoth.
Mate, no, dang, I was gonna come at you, but that was really good. No, I'm still gonna do it. I am going to tap that down.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to combat.
Oh, you gain a life too?
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I should not. Why am I even saying
Yeah, don't help him
Shit.
win.
I'm sorry. I'm going to swing the Bane of Progress and the Gale Power Mage at you, Prof, and I'm just wondering if I if I get rid of your Crypt Gust temporarily, I can definitely get that damage through. Or do I want to just like see if you want to like take the trade on the Crypt Gust?
So is it
It's not the Lord is gone thanks to Sam, so it's just a 2/2.
It was always a 2/2. It's not a vampire.
Oh, right.
This is the second time.
I just figure everything's a vampire.
That's fair. No, that is very,
Why
very
would
fair.
it be a trade?
Well, if you don't want to eat...
But what's the trade?
Well,
What do I get? Trade is usually huge.
The trade would be that you don't take 13 damage, but I think I just kind of want you to take it. So Gale Power Mage is actually just going to flicker your Crypt Ghast.
Is it exile till end of turn?
Exile till end of turn,
Okay,
yes.
got it.
Crypt Ghast is flicked.
Yep. So you will be taking, unless you've got a Slaughter Pact, I guess.
That's 0.
You'll be
Slaughter
taking-
Pact.
Yeah, 11 plus 2 plus 3, which is maths.
Yeah.
11 plus 2 plus 3,
Yeah.
which is
16.
16. You doing me 16 damage?
I'm doing you 16 damage.
I go to 24.
And
I'm at 24.
nice.
Yeah.
Post-combat main phase, I'm going to cast Rune of the Hidden Realm, and I'm going to gain life. And I'm going to pass the turn.
All right.
And your Crypt Ghast comes back into play.
My Crypt Cast comes back into play, still not a vampire.
I gain
I'm
a
gonna remember
life.
that. I'm going to remember
So
it's
let
not
me
a
get this
vampire.
straight. You killed all of my permanents to take me away from mana, only to let the player that has more creatures
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
double his mana.
But,
all right. Just making sure
hey,
I'm watching
listen,
this.
I'm just going to also take Bane of Progress back so I can do it again.
Yes, thank you. Right. Oh, okay. Oh,
Okay.
that's,
All right, y'all done?
Yeah. It's a pleasure to meet you, by the way.
smile on my face, frown in my heart.
Oh, God.
Draw for turn. All right, we've got a lot of mana available now. I love that. I love that. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start. Spice, I'm coming at you with both my Bloodlord of Yaskoth and my Bloodline Keeper. So this is a 6/6 on the ground and a 3/3 in the air coming your way.
Right. Well, I don't want to block with the Exarch because I want that as potential sacrifice fodder. So I am just going to take how much? 9?
9. I love attacking for 9.
You do, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to take the 9.
Fantastic. Second main, I got some things to do by tapping 1 swamp for 2 black so that I can play a Jet Medallion so that black spells cost 1 less to play. So it's time to go 2, 4, and 5 for, oh, no, don't need that 5.
No.
Yeah.
For Nguyen, El Sabio de las Ruinas.
Oh, it's in Spanish too, ain't it?
I have an anecdote. So when I got back,
I love this.
when I got back into Magic the Gathering, the biggest card was called Jace the Mind Sculptor. Now this was from a set that had already gone out of a standard called World Wake, but I managed to find a World Wake booster box for what I felt was an affordable price at the time. The catch was it was only in Spanish. So I opened up my one and only World Wake booster box, and I got a Spanish Jace the Mind Sculptor, which you can see in my second ever Tolarian Community College video, How to Double Sleeve and Why. People are like, why is your Jace in Spanish? It's because it's from this box, and that is where Nguyen comes from. Now, even though Nguyen is in Spanish, I do know what he does. During my upkeep, each opponent sacrifices a non-vampire creature. I believe it's each opponent. I don't believe I'll sacrifice my Crypt Ghast. It's in Spanish. I
What? No,
I can read it. I can read it.
You can read it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But you can't read Italian,
Right,
but you have a
correct.
PhD in?
Correct,
I
yeah.
think that it might actually be each player.
I'll just read it.
All right, let's see Sam, and then we'll ask the judge.
Al comienzo de tu mantenimiento, cada jugador sacrifica una criatura que no sea vampiro. Yeah, each player sacrifices.
Player, I'm gonna have to sacrifice my Crypt Ghast.
That is not a vampire. Because after all, as we know,
This is the
Can I,
sixth time.
can I take that back?
You know
the
what?
anecdote was so good though.
Yes, we'll leave it in. I will leave in that I'm taking back this play. Do I get to take backseat?
Oh, I haven't got my Soul Warden trigger yet, so technically yes. You can take it back. You can take it back.
All right, because I don't want to lose my Crypt Ghast,
Wow.
I will instead use that mana on.
okay,
all right.
But that's your upkeep. You have a whole nother
I,
turn.
have a whole
until-
other, I don't have any non-vampires in hand. That's
So
a
you're
vampire.
always going to lose your crypt.
So then, yep, we're gonna go ahead and let's.
Yeah, it's
I'm
true.
always gonna lose. All right, it's fair. It's fair.
Yeah, it's fair.
It's fair.
Yeah.
All right.
Breaks it.
All right.
Now you gain a life.
Yay! Thank you, helpful Kenji. I can't look at you in the eye.
Just keeping things on track.
Now, since I did damage, Nguyen is actually getting Bloodlust 3, and Nguyen is getting a +3/+3 counter as well. It's a good thing. I've got the Tolarian Community College counters. Now, this comes with 2 +3/+3 counters in it. So there we go. Nguyen gets a +3/+3 counter.
Nice.
There. Wow. There's a lot of counters. You get so many counters in a pack of these. There. And then we're going to tap for 2 and 3 to bring out a Vampire Nocturnus. Don't need to pay the 4th because of Jet Medallion. Play with the top card of your library revealed. Hey, I get to play with the top card. It's a swamp!
Where's my future side?
Well, this is a top episode.
Yes. Oh my. Yes.
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 Who's over there?
First off, how dare you? Second off, very funny.
Pass the turn.
End of your turn, I'm going to do a little bit of maintenance because I've seen this get out of hand. We're going to actually activate Nguyen the Pain Artist.
Yes.
For exactly 1, I'm going to ping your Soul Warden.
Woohoo!
Wow.
Exchange that for a card. You get to draw a card.
Okay. You know what?
Yeah.
You know what?
You know?
I can't be mad at it.
There it is.
But gosh darn it, I'll try.
There it is.
You ass. I will draw a card.
Arse. That's for the betterment of everyone, including the judge who has to maintain life totals behind the scenes.
Oh, wow.
It was a mercy killing.
Yeah, it was for sure.
We're going to untap. So is it at the beginning of your upkeep we sacrifice non-vampires?
No, it's not. Is it? It's mono black.
Ah, understood. This is it?
Yes.
That's correct.
It's during my upkeep.
Okay, very well. So I still have Megas. I have islands. I'm gonna draw island for turn, and on the top is just
My
run.
God.
If this was Courser of Crewfix, gosh. Okay. Well, as it were, it's time to play another mountain. A little risky because I'm light on blue now. Mountain for turn. No Horn of Greed. Darksteel Myrrh on the top. It's an 0/1 indestructible Myrrh.
Nice.
This is an enabler within the Pain Artist.
Interesting.
You know?
Yeah.
As you can
yeah.
see. Okay. Activate Ral. I'm gonna tick Ral up for 1, and I can tap a permanent and untap another target permanent. Tap down Rune, probably.
Rune?
Yeah. And I'm gonna, do the trick where I float a mountain and then untap my mountain. So I have 1 floating, then I have 2 floating and 3, and I'm gonna cast my Darksteel Mirror off the top of my library.
Yeah.
Boom. The value. Reveal a top card. Vandal Blast. We've already done that, yeah. All right, so combat, you have a 1/4 in it.
Yes, I do.
Gosh, you
Isn't
have
it
a
just?
gigantic, isn't it just in TV? Let's see.
You know what? I'll let you attack. If you
All right.
would like.
2 at you, Kenji.
I have responses.
Baby.
Okay. 22.
Big brain
Fine
play.
enough. Second main, I can't even destroy. Okay, second main, just to see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Vandal Blast from the top of my library and get rid of Jet Medallion.
Love it. Good call. Good call.
Love it.
Boom. Game
right.
actions, baby. I've taken 2 already. Pompous Trinket, man.
You doing stuff.
Then I'm going to pay 3. No, maybe. Yeah. What am I gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Review that card, put it into my. That's a good call. That's a really good call. Okay, Prof, we're doing a little maintenance on your board.
Stop helping Kenji. Stop helping him.
Gosh. Okay, no, I can't do everything. Gosh, it's so hard. Kenji, can you answer the Cryptcast?
I mean, if I could have.
Wait, but he's gonna
Realize it's
He's gonna have to
dead on my
sacrifice it.
I don't trust that.
On
But
the
yeah,
upkeep.
you're
Yeah,
probably
that's
right.
actually
You're probably
fine.
right.
1, 2,
No, you're
3,
right.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah, I'm done with my turn. I'm gonna move to discard, as it were. Get rid of another land, this one in Spanish, to match the vampire theme over there.
Nice.
And then it's your turn, Numot.
I will untap 2 of my 4 permanents.
Oof. Feel real bad about that one. Feel real bad about it.
Irony. I want the SpongeBob. Irony.
I will play a Caldera Lake, which enters tapped, and it can tap for 1 colorless, or I can take 1 damage, and it adds a red or a blue.
Gosh.
And then from there, I will take off.
Whoa.
I'm gonna untap. I'm gonna upkeep. I'm gonna draw. All right.
Why'd you look at me?
Just because you're my friends, and I seek comfort in your face.
Oh.
I'm going to play a Temple of the False God, a Commander classic.
Your temple follows a false god.
Yeah, well, you're... I don't have it in me.
Wow.
I've expended all of my energy being an ass over here.
I've abandoned my artifacts!
Abandoned my I've got the moustache for it and all. I'm going to tap 4, 2 blue and 2 colorless, for Archaeomancer.
Love
When it enters the battlefield, return target instant sorcery card from your graveyard.
No.
Let's go and get Aether Mage's Touch.
Oh, baby, here we
All
go.
right. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Wasn't
All right.
that
No, I thought you were.
bad.
Yes.
Yes. I wasn't going to get Dark Steel Mutation, as funny as that would have been.
You can't, though.
You can't. It's.
Yeah. No,
Just read the card.
I was saying that I wasn't going to.
But I didn't think you were because you couldn't.
What did you think I was going to do?
I'm not telling you because it would have been a better.
He's worried about his crypt gas dying, but he already has the thing that's going to
I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about
This is not a vampire.
Oh, good. All right, I think, you know what? We're gonna do some funkadelic stuff, folks.
Game actions.
Game actions are about to happen in a major way. So we are going.
My name's Spice8Rack, and I'm here to say game actions are going to happen in a major way. A major way.
I'm gonna hit you with my Rhino and my Gay Power Mage. That's just me.
Yes,
Yeah.
Goth.
Yes.
I am going to.
Yes,
Goth.
This is hideous. I'm going to send Rune of the Hidden Realms, and Gale Power Mage is going to come at you,
Yes.
Prof. Rune is going to come at you, Sam. I'm going to hold priority. With the Gale Power Mage trigger on the stack, I'm going to tap 4 mana, and I'm going to cast Aether Mage's Touch.
Nice.
Seen it before.
I'm going to reveal the top 4 cards of my library. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, baby.
Karmic Guide. I'm going to get Karmic Guide. Karmic Guide's going to enter the battlefield. I'm still in my attacks, it should be said. These will go to the bottom. Karmic Guide's going to enter the battlefield. New trigger on the stack. We're going to go get the Soul Warden back from our graveyard.
There you go.
Trigger on the stack. No, not trigger on the stack. What am I talking about? Then the Gale Power Mage is going to target. This is now in the graveyard.
Is it a powder or power? I think he's throwing powder.
I think you're right. It's Powder Mage. Sorry. Gale Powder Mage is going to exile Archaeomancer temporarily, and I am going to also tap 2 to tap Rune to exile Karmic Guide, so that it won't go back to my hand at the end of the turn. And I'm then going to go to your blocker's steps.
So you're taking 2 because you have no flyers.
I have no flyers.
And 4 is coming at me.
4 is coming at
Directly
you.
at me or Ral Zarek?
Oh, that's a very good point. I think, let's say you.
Sure, I'm gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna put Dark Steel Myrrh underneath Rune and then take 3 trample damage.
100%.
Yep.
Cool, nice.
Oh, you take 3 from the mage, right?
Yes, 3 from
I go down to 21. I'm 21 again, forever young.
Nice. I'm going to then go to my second main phase. Sorry, go to my end stat. Karmic Guide will come back. It's not going to get anything back just yet, but I just wanted to have a little flying protection from black creature. Archaeomancer is going to hit the battlefield, and I'm going to get Archmage's Touch.
Wow.
Before.
There we go, folks. A tight 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 mana combo. That's how it used to be, and we liked it. Pass the turn to you.
Even gained 2 more life.
I gained 2 more life. Oh.
Unreal.
Beautiful.
It's you.
Untap. Here we go. Now, after untap,
Yeah.
I could theoretically tap these swamps for double black, but they'd be empty by first main.
That is
Yes.
accurate.
So
They'd be empty by-
they'd be empty by first main.
So you're on upkeep.
I'm afraid I'm just going to have to lose my Cryptghast. Unless we want to rule 0 that this is a vampire.
A quick vote for that not being the case. Nice, good.
Oh wait, I wanted it to be a vampire.
I was voting for it to not be a vampire, and you said boo. So we've got no call.
I guess I get I get yeah.
We all have to sacrifice.
You all have to sacrifice a non-vampire creature.
Sam, what is not a vampire?
That's the problem is I love all my. Okay, so
You're not going to murder. You're not going to murder.
he's such a good blocker, and he's good with Nin the Pain Artist. Tough. Okay, what am I gonna do? Are you gonna do good stuff? 1, 2, 3, 4, man.
Have you met me?
1, 2, 3, 4. Where are you again?
Have you played against me?
Okay, I'm gonna lose Nin the Pain Artist. Yeah.
Yep.
Imagine having options. Okay,
All right.
yeah, I'm a talking scoreboard. You take your moves.
I'm going to perform game actions and sacrifice my Deceiver Exarch.
Awesome. What is the biggest, worst threat here?
1, indestructible.
I think it might be Rune, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Rune is the biggest threat.
He's the enabler.
Rune is a threat.
Probably.
Karmic Guide you can't touch.
That's true.
Can't touch this.
Do.
So I did not draw my swamp for turn. I draw my swamp for turn. I reveal the top card of my library. It's another swamp.
Woohoo. Nice.
We'll go ahead and play a swamp. Don't get to draw off of Horn of Greed. I missed that. I missed that Horn of Greed.
Why rub it in?
Why rub it in? Why rub it in? Rub it in. Rub it in.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yes, what that is there. All right, that was an old commercial.
Oh.
It's plug it in though, right?
It's
That's
plug
right,
it
yeah,
in.
plug it
It's
in.
plug it in. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vampires in play.
Oh.
I'm gonna spend a black to transform my Bloodline Keeper.
Yeah. What's he become?
Becomes the Lord of Lineage, a flying 5/5. Other vampire creatures I control get +2/+2, and I can tap to put a +2/+2 black vampire creature token with flying onto the battlefield. Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet. So these are now 6/6 and 7/6.
My God.
Flying, not flying. Oh no, wait, sorry. Oh, as long as the top card, it's a swamp. Curse you. And then I can pay with that. I think I just want to come at you, Spice, for all that you did to me.
Yep.
So I'm going to move to declare attackers. Now, do I attack with the Lord or save it so I can tap? I just want to do damage. I just feel
Love
like
it.
doing damage.
Love it.
So
Bring the thunder.
you get the thunder.
Lightning.
Can you hear the thunder? You better run. You better take cover.
What? Remember, I'm like 14 or something. I don't know these references.
You know the reference.
All right. No, I don't. Anyway.
You better run, better take cover.
Yep.
Do you not know the reference?
I literally have no idea
Oh,
what
really?
we're all talking about.
Wow.
I am out of touch as I am with Jeremy TV.
You're
or
out
whatever
of
it
touch.
was.
I'm out of time.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
this must be what it's like for other people to watch me.
I'm going to.
You guys watch this channel?
You've got a YouTube channel? I'm going to go to blocks.
Yes.
I think it's probably prudent for me to block the maximum damage, which is the Blood Lord of.
The Blood Lord of Yaskoth.
I love it. I love it so much. I'm going to also throw the Archaeomancer under the bus, blocking Anawan El Sabio de las Ruinas.
Yes. You have a rune. I have a rune sage.
Nice.
And that will be my block. So you're doing anything else?
You're taking 5.
I will be taking 5. This will die, and these bounce off each other.
These bounce off of each other. That's a
Protection.
Ah.
Yeah, baby.
Karmic Guide was like the oldest magic card that has a lot of lines of text.
Yeah.
So then what we're gonna do is you got a lot of cards in hand there.
Yes.
Nice.
Let me keep them.
No.
Mind sludge.
No.
Mind Sludge. Cast
Mind Sludge.
yes. Shot call.
So target player, Spice, target Spice8Rack discards a card from their hand. It does say his or her, so you might be immune
Yes.
to it.
I got out of it by being weird.
That's not weird. For each swamp you control.
Right.
1, 2, 3,
Oh
4,
my
5. Please
goodness
discard 5 cards.
gracious.
That's exactly-
Did you just get mind wrapped?
I just got.
This is wonderful.
That's for you, Kenji.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
We lose Aether Mage's Touch, Kiora's Follower, Flicker Wisp, Restoration Angel, and Bane of
Oh,
Kenji.
Bane of Kenji. That's right.
Wow, I just got sludged.
Yeah. So
You
it's
got
like an
sludged.
8-rack situation.
I
Yes.
got Nickelodeon slime. All right.
You know the guy who makes Nickelodeon slime?
Don't even know.
He's a Russian guy that lives in Portugal. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Really?
What?
Yeah. There's only one guy who makes it, and he makes it in trash
How do
cans.
you know this?
I know people.
Russian people in Portugal.
Portugal, who make slime for Nickelodeon exclusively in trash cans.
That's correct.
That's what his next PhD's on.
You would know it.
Pass the turn.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, end of turn. Cryptic Command.
Oh!
Hard
On that
cast
one.
with the beautiful basics. Blue, red. So I'm going to choose my 2 modes. I'm going to obviously draw a card, and I'm going to tap all the creatures you control.
Ooh.
He could have countered that sludge, by the way.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah.
That's true.
Prof make you discard
Classic
5.
Commander, you fight each other, and then I come in at the very end. Island. All right, and is it Charm?
It is.
It is, in fact. Okay, untap. We're going to go to my upkeep. Draw a card. It's Is It Charm, nice and foily into my hands. And Island, baby.
That's basically drawing a card.
Basically, there's Galsfod on the top.
What?
So mine. So can we?
Golspod.
Golspod.
That's the name of the Russian person in Portugal who makes
Oh,
the
right,
slime.
the slime.
You know it.
Of course.
Okay. Let's do the old thing where we float some mana. So I'm gonna activate Ral. I'm gonna float a mountain, as it were. I'm gonna tap down Soul Warden. 2 red floating, an island. We're gonna cast Trinket Mage, and when Trinket Mage enters the battlefield, I can search up an artifact card with converted mana cost 1 or less. Talk to me.
Hold
Simulate.
up. I want to make some game action
Let's
before
see
I
it.
just die. So I'm gonna tap 6, and I'm gonna cast Gather Specimens in response to your Trinket Mage. If a creature would come into play under an opponent's control this turn, it comes into play under my control instead.
Sweet. So I probably don't get the trigger, right?
Correct.
Do you get the
I
ETB?
believe I will get the trigger.
But you've already searched Manival and Soul Ring, which are
That doesn't matter. That doesn't-
Pithing Needle?
It is more to deny you.
Fair
and,
enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, you make some game actions. I can Is it Charm?
Oh, that's right. We know you have an Is It Charm. Okay, this is on the
I
stack.
don't.
This is
God,
on the
do I
stack.
really want to do that?
is
I
kind
don't
of
know because then I spend mana just playing nothing. So
Yeah.
yeah, you get a Trinket
funny,
Mage.
Sure,
but that's
sure.
funny too.
That is
The name of this episode has to be "Is It a Vampire?" just putting that out there.
Vampire.
All right.
I gain a life, by the way.
Yeah, you do.
Like to
Yeah, you're welcome because it came into my play.
Thank you.
Jeez.
Yeah. Thanks for continually
So you
helping
stole-
me, much as I've helped you.
Yeah, exactly.
This is weird because like it says if it would enter.
Right, if a creature would come into play under an opponent's control this turn, it comes into play under my control instead.
Okay, so you're not. You're not even
you don't
targeting or gain control.
You don't
of it,
get
yeah.
the trigger.
Yeah.
No, I know. I just wanted to know how the trigger. It wasn't after ETB. It was on the stack.
Yeah,
Grab
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Correct. Yep.
You just yoink it from the stack.
I
Straight
will
yoinked.
shuffle my library.
Fail to find.
Did you just,
Yeah.
Did you just fail to find?
You know what? Maybe they already died, okay?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Got a 2/2.
I just wanted to touch something, to hold something, to feel something.
1, 2, 3, 4. Gosh, I'm really not doing anything this game. I'm going to go to combat.
This is what Commander was like.
Yeah, it really
It's
was.
true.
You would like to.
Yeah. At least I have a combat step. All right,
Was
there's
that a
your
dig at me?
library.
Oh my god.
I'm going to hit the vampire creator for 2 damage with Magus of the Future.
All right, I go down to 19.
This card has gotten in the red zone so much
Yes,
this game.
for a 2/3. that
Yeah,
is
for a 2/3.
Excellent.
And maybe we'll play Nin the Pain Artist again. Yeah, we'll play Nin the Pain Artist for 4 mana. So I'm casting Nin from the command zone with attacks, etc. And I'm passing. Go ahead.
Nice. Sorry, you would have gotten Nim.
Oh
No.
yeah. This is.
It's-
Oh
It's
my
until end of
god! Is it
turn.
till end
Yeah,
of
yeah,
No,
that's
because
right.
that was the end of.
No.
No.
Yeah.
So what's yours is mine, buddy.
I knew we were playing a mirror match. Yeah,
I knew.
Okay, well, yeah, you get Nin the Pain Artist. God, that's so savage. Yeah, I forgot. That card's
It's
sick.
not just one creature?
Excellent.
That card would have been so good against Spice's entire assemblage of game.
I know. I
Thank
know.
you so much for not playing it.
Yeah, so
Well, no,
instead
because
you got two of my.
It would only work at like one creature because
That's true.
presumably you wouldn't do anything else.
I mean, I guess you could have waited until just before my end step and been like, by the way.
Yeah.
Presumably, you wouldn't do anything else, but
Yeah.
good old Sam.
Gosh,
Oh, yes.
Wow, that is so good.
This poser's got a PhD.
Oh my god.
But in Italian,
But in the
which for some weird reason he's claiming to no longer speak.
yeah.
I literally have you speaking Italian on 2 episodes on this channel.
It's true. I spoke Spanish on this one. All right, you get my Nin. I'm done. I'm not gonna do
fine.
much else. So it's
You're
your turn.
done.
You don't want to cast any more creatures?
Probably. Yeah, exactly. Well, wait, if that's the case, I'll cast. Yeah.
All right. Well, I got 2 creatures and it was not my turn, so that was pretty good.
This is awesome. God, you still have Insurrection, don't you? I can Is It Charm it,
No
guys.
comment. Gosh, now I can do something. This is great.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
You and I are.
And activate ability in your colors.
I know. It's awesome. All right. I think I'll just play an Adarkar Wastes OG.
Nice.
There's a theme of dealing damage to myself, by the way, if you haven't noticed.
You can do that some more now, too.
Yes,
You're welcome.
yes, I can.
Gosh, that's so savage.
I love it.
Actually, you know what's insane?
Let's go.
Swans of Bryn Argol.
No, you did it! You made it happen!
With the Nin.
You gained a life.
Oh, thank you.
I thought I got rid of that thing so we wouldn't have to do this.
So, 4 mana, 4/3 flying. If a source would deal damage to the Swans of Bryn's Argol, prevent that damage. The source's holder draws cards equal to the damage prevented this way.
Wow.
You combo that with a little Nin action, and
Look at
that's
that.
That's so sick.
Chef's
He's got a
That
stew
is
going.
So
Chef's
sick.
kiss. I can't win with my cards, so I gotta win with somebody else's, clearly.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Untap. Upkeep. Karmic Guide trigger. It has Echo, which means I have to.
Does it still with the rune situation?
Yes.
Oh, because it checks into. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because if it came under your control at the beginning of your since the beginning of your last upkeep.
Cool.
It has.
All right.
But I am going to respond to the Echo trigger by exiling it with rune. So I'm just going to put it over here for now.
And rune costs 2 colorless to activate.
Rune costs 2 colorless and a
Well
tap.
done.
Then I'm going to draw a card.
How many cards in hand, by the way?
Hang on. I can still flip them. I'm going to play my Rupture Spire. And I've got to tap, otherwise it goes away. None of this like exotic orchard nonsense. Although actually that was from earlier in Magic's lifespan, so that's not as much of a gag as I thought it might be. So I could give you back your Nim, but I don't think that that's funny. I think that what would be funnier, I think that you're running away with things, as it were, presently. I am going to send the Gale Power Mage your way, Prof, and I'm going to target Lord of Lineage, exiling it and returning it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step, which, and I've checked with the judge, will return it to the battlefield in its normal way up, its face way. Then, with my no cards in hand, I will go to my end step and a series of...
Am I going to take damage from your attack, or are we skipping that?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay, cool.
So I go to...
So, hang on. I can respond with blocks or effects.
Oh.
I can, let's see. No blocks, no effects.
Okay, there we go.
Total damage.
3.
3.
I set up this cryptic command. Hopefully you were gonna smash.
Spice, if you wanted to attack me, I would have let you draw 3 cards. I'm just saying. I mean,
that's how that. Oh, because it's the creature's controller. Well, we live and learn, don't we?
Yeah.
I did attack you. That'll be.
I'm sweet 16.
You're sweet 16, baby. We're going to go to my end step. I'm going to let your lord come in first. And
It'd be so sick if you could flash this back.
I know, right?
Gosh. Yeah. I'm gonna.
My lord comes into play, untapped as a Bloodline Keeper.
Nice. I'm going to end of my turn. Karmic Guide comes into play, which is going to bring back.
Building again.
Yeah.
Which is going to bring back Archaeomancer.
Yeah.
No
Which
way.
is going to bring back Aether Mage's Touch.
No. Not again. You've set up another time loop for yourself.
Another
Rob-
10 mana time.
Rob has to go back in time and he's
furthermore,
losing
you
life.
gain 2 life.
I do gain 2 life. I'm going up to 38.
You gain 3 life.
Yes, 3 life overall.
3 life, 'cause, yeah.
But I already gained the 1 life from Lord of Lineage, and then I'm going to pass the turn.
All right.
This will be good.
Untap. Upkeep. Everybody please sacrifice a vampire. A non-vampire.
Whoa,
A non-vampire.
A vampire? Oh,
No, he said it. He said
This
it.
isn't a vampire. And
Non-vampire. Non-vampire.
I'm going to sack Archaeomancer because she's coming back.
I guess Darksteel Mirror is too cute, so
I will sacrifice your trinket mage.
thank you.
Wow. Then I draw my swamp for the turn, and we reveal that the top card is a Tendrils of Corruption.
Ooh, that can
Very
take some
nice,
out.
very nice. As long as the top card of my library is black, Vampire Nocturnus and other vampire creatures I control get +2/+1. Goodness gracious.
And flying, right? Yeah,
they get
and
flying? Yeah.
And
they all
flying,
fly.
yes. So, can I get life totals from everybody?
Yeah,
Out of
I'm
curiosity.
I'm at 27.
You're 27.
22.
22.
38.
38.
27 dresses, yeah.
Yes. All right. I'm gonna play Swamp.
Nice.
All right.
I might have to just.
Well, you might. Oh, I'm sorry. You might have to just something there.
You just
Right.
live your truth.
Sure. I'm gonna live my truth indeed. Let's move to declare attackers. Full swing at Spice.
Well, that was easy.
Right. I have a response.
Here we go.
Do you now?
I do. I'm going to throw my card around like a child. I'm going to tap 4 mana for a slightly Hail Mary, Aether Mage's Touch.
Here, we've seen it again.
Let's see what we can get. Simic Signet.
Uh-oh.
With. Otherworldly Journey.
I like it.
With. Planes.
Yes.
Yes.
With. Solemn Simulacrum!
All right.
A simulacrum of a simulacrum. It is such a fitting and delicious card because it is in of itself a simulacrum of the person who is art.
You see it?
It represents.
Yes.
Oh, Baudrillard rolls in his grave, and it does not help me at all.
No, and you know what else doesn't help you is I'm gonna also now, before damage is done, spend a black to transform the Bloodline Keeper.
As you do.
Dun, dun.
My gosh, you're taking 6 million here. We should check and see how much you're taking. You
this
at
is
least
a lot
gain a
of
life.
damage.
Well, we have some triggers going
do have
on here.
I
triggers.
gain a life, I search for basic.
Correct.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
They all have flying, right?
Yes, they do.
Cool. None of them don't have flying.
None of them don't have flying, or should I say, all of them don't not have flying.
Got it. So what you're saying is that I am going to take a lot of damage.
Check it
So-
out.
Yeah,
Let's
what's
do some
the damage?
math. I
Well,
really
now
want to
you
know.
do have a blocker.
I do have one.
Well, he might have
One
a blocker. He
blocker.
might have a blocker.
Have a
It's your
blocker.
time.
No, it's
Okay.
you have an Inzit too.
Yeah. And I will go and get a tapped planes.
Everything is +4 except for the Lord, that's +2.
Okay.
So that's 7,
Yeah.
10, 11,
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
Y'all adding this up because I've
Yeah.
lost count.
35.
That's 35 damage.
No. 35 plus
35 plus 6.
Yeah.
41.
So this is 41 damage coming your way.
I believe.
So I can block
And
one.
you're exactly at 39? What are the odds?
Wait. I'm deciding. Well, yeah, we have effects over here, but this is still on
Does
declare
anyone
attack.
anyone want to destroy that karmic guide?
I really have no. I mean,
would
why
be
would I
okay.
help? I love this. This is good for me.
It would.
It'll kill me next turn probably, but you can insurrect. That's what I really want.
So,
You can just counter the insurrection.
Why would I do that?
Hey, Kenji. We've known each other for many years.
Yeah, we have.
Do you remember Venice?
I remember
Pro
a
Tour
certain
Venice.
progress.
Oh dear. I don't like the fact that that's your memory. Well, it's up to you.
Speak to me. Tell me.
Please don't. I have nothing else to offer. My hands are empty. My
I'm
bowels.
passing priority. I love this. This is awesome. This is great.
Kenji, what can I do for you?
Can you make Swans of Bryn Argol a vampire?
I potentially could.
Could you?
I mean,
That's-
there's a card in my deck that will.
You know what? I'll just. You get to go to box.
Oh,
right.
I live.
I'll let you
I mean,
know.
I could just be murdered on the backswing anyway.
Yeah.
I will put Karmic Guide in front of Anawan. The 41 damage overall, but I'm blocking 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of it. So I'm taking 30?
No,
Is that
that's
correct?
you're blocking 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of it.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yes. That is not a vampire. I will go down to I'm going down to 11?
11sies.
11sies, baby. That's a British thing.
Yes.
Crumbs. I just got slapped about.
Wait,
Cool.
if you were at 40.
I was at 40 and I took 30.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So I blocked
I
11.
see.
Yeah. So I'm down. Wait. No. Yes, I'm down to 10.
Yeah. Okay.
Tensies.
Yeah.
Not a British thing.
It is now.
Ah. Well.
Cool. Second main phase.
Ah.
He still has things he can do.
Gonna tap 5 mana.
Yeah.
And we're going to play Drana, Kalistra Bloodchief, who unfortunately could not target your protection from black before anyone was wondering, and I don't have the mana for it. But Bloodlust 3, it does have. I'm out of +3/+3 counters because you only get 2 in a pack. So I should go to TolarianCommunityCollege.com/store and buy an additional pack.
Awesome.
And there we go.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor
not a
because it's
sponsor.
me. But it does get 3 counters on it.
I gain a life. You fool.
Oh, wow, that's
11Zs.
11Zs is
Back.
achieved.
Back.
11Zs is online.
We got him.
And then I'm going to move to my end step. Do you have effects during my end
No,
step?
I hate to do this, but
What?
do you want to... Your Callista High Priest, what was her ability again?
Oh, that? No, I don't want to.
Okay, fair.
Oh, yeah, you're asking because of that 1 mana.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Every time, I love how every time I leave a mana open, people think I forgot I could do a thing. And it's like, I might have 1 mana spells in hand.
That's true, that's true.
I am passing the turn.
Well, with my 2 mana, which is exactly blue-red, my mana's lining up. I'm gonna draw 2 at the end of your turn, draw 2, discard 2 with Is It Charm, and because I play with the top of my library revealed, you get to see both of them. So it's Temple of the False God and Mercurial Chemister. That would be a fun way to kill someone. So I'm gonna
It would
draw
be.
these two.
Such a spice.
Don't look at me.
Guess what, y'all? I'm gonna discard an island.
Yeah!
And...
Oh, you get actually information first.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Why would it be anything else? This is the best game ever.
Same as it ever was, baby.
Same as it ever was, and it always will be. I'm gonna also discard desertion because we're a little late for that in it. I'm going to go to my turn. So we got up, untap, upkeep, not a vampire, draw a card. Top of the library is.
Ooh.
And watch me dissolve slowly. All right, so
I don't know that song.
that's a little later than 2015.
That's why I don't know it.
Maybe not. Temple the False God for land for turn.
Gee, you think you got enough mana there,
1,
Sam?
2, 3, 4. So we could do 4, 5. We could probably play. I was gonna say play Nin the Pain Artist, but
Well, you can kill it and then you play it.
no, I don't want to do that. Not to my baby Nin. All right, we're gonna float 2 mana.
Yes.
I'm gonna tick Ral Zarek up, and I'm going to tap down this
Yeah.
Varana,
Fair.
and then untap my Temple. 4 mana now.
Yeah.
And then 5, 6, a blue and a red, and I'm gonna play that Mercurial Chemister.
Yes.
Okay? So I've got 1 floating. So Mercurial Chemister is a human wizard, 2/3. For blue, I can tap it to draw 2, and for red and tap, I can discard a card and it deals damage to target creature equal to the discarded card's converted mana cost.
And I'll gain a life off of your Mercurial Chemister.
Okay, so I have 1 floating. I'm probably not gonna do much with that. I'm gonna go to combat, so that's gonna go away. I'm gonna hit Prof for 2.
Okay.
I've got like Snapcaster
Yeah,
Mage
no, it's
here,
very
you know?
good.
I take 2 and go to 14.
Oh, we're getting low.
Yep, we are actually getting close to the old proverbial end of the game. And then, so I have Dissolve on the top of my library, which I can play, I'll have y'all know. I'm gonna rearrange my lands a little bit to make them color coordinated, and then I'm gonna pass to you, Kenji.
All right.
Do your worst.
At the end of your turn,
You get to
I'm
do what I wanted to do.
I'm gonna add 4 mana, and I'm gonna tap Nin for X equals 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna target my Bryn, Argol Swans. The Swans is gonna prevent the damage, so I'm gonna draw 2 from this and 2 from this.
So
Nice.
sick.
Amazing.
So
1,
sick.
2,
God, I love this.
3,
Yeah.
4.
That's some gamer moves there.
I feel like satisfied that you stole my Nin off of my dumb play mistake, and then you're getting to use it in the
get
way
all
that I
this-
wanted to.
Exactly.
Yeah, so cool.
All right, and now I will draw for turn.
Yeah.
Very sort of like Wing Chun, using one's own momentum against them.
Correct. Yeah, that was very much like that.
I'm pretty happy just to play my Scab land, which is similar to Caldera Lake. Enters tapped. It's from Tempest. Tap Tempest. Adds 1 colorless, and I can tap for a red or white and ping for myself as well.
Nice.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What you doing? You counting over there?
I can.
I'm counting cards.
Well, given you have, is that dissolve or dissipate?
This is Dissolve,
That's Dissolve.
Counterspell, and Scry 1.
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna just 2, 4, 6, 8. Go to the end of my turn. Move to discard.
You are just playing me
Yeah.
now.
All right.
Discard is good.
Yep.
No, is this card good? It is. Yes, it's land tax.
Is it?
Gosh.
I'm gonna untap. I'm gonna upkeep. Now, if I no, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna flick a Karmic Guide. I've gotta keep getting Aether Mage's
That's
Touch.
great, though.
Last
Only way. And then we go to draw.
Oh, why'd you look back? No,
No.
no.
No. I mean, that is.
Prof's tapped out at 14.
I know.
No,
I got
no,
one
that is
open.
not true.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no,
true.
A
1.
very intentional 1.
Everyone's, oh, you want to use your 1? Yeah. I got 1. I got a 1.
I am going to, for 3 mana, 4 mana, 5 mana, 6 mana,
It's a lot of manas.
7 mana.
That is
Wow.
still more manas.
Luminite Primordial.
Okay.
A 4/7 with Vigilance. When Luminite Primordial enters the battlefield, for each opponent, exile up to 1 creature that player controls, and that player gains life equal to its power. Any responses with your 1 black mana?
No, but Sam has a counterspell. Jin-Gitaxis.
Okay, so you exile and they gain life.
It's like the swords. on
Yeah,
the
it's just
creature, right?
swords, and
But
you
it's-
get a massive 4/7 because then you can do it over and over
Yeah.
again.
Wait, is it
Yeah.
target? I don't think it's even target, right?
That's
you just
super
choose.
Yeah. No, it is
good.
target.
Oh, it does say target. Okay.
Okay, I'm so invested in Prof winning this game with all of his bad vampires, you know? Baby, you gotta watch that Dissolve. I sang you the song before I'm gonna cast Dissolve from Theros. Nice foil, Wesley Burt, Dissolve. Counter target spell, Scry 1.
It resolves.
You wanna watch it dissolve and it resolves? Okay, top of the library, Rider Replication.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll keep that on the top, sure. This is what it used to be.
Yeah.
Is that 9 total it kicked?
Yeah, it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's right, yeah.
Okay, well.
I'm so sorry, Spice.
Well,
My
no,
love.
that was my fault. Let's be clear. I'm going to.
You ever walk right into the pitchfork?
Oh, I'm going to combat. I'm gonna go for you, Prof. I'm just on
Sure.
Gale Powder Mage.
Merit Ladge.
We're exiling Lord of Lineage.
Yeah, once again.
You don't want to exile my things that have counters on it so that they'd return without their counters?
No, I'm already committed. It's gone. It's the gambler's fallacy of when you make a terrible error,
Yes.
and then you're like, oh well, I'm just gonna lean into the pain of it as opposed to trying to like scrabble back.
You're
blockers,
describing my life.
any blockers for 3 damage in the air.
Yeah, I'll block all of it.
Okay, sweet. You take 3.
Wait, he just said he blocked it now.
I'm at 11sies.
11C's online. Sweet. End of turn. That comes back. Your Lord of Boy.
Does it come back untapped?
It does.
Nice. Now I have a blocker.
You do. Gain life. Karmic Guide. The correct thing to do is to bring back Luminite Primordial. We are going to instead bring back Archaeomancer so that I can get Aether Mage's Touch so that I can Hail Mary one final time and I will gain 3 life from the whole affair, putting me up to 15.
You just play the same turn over and over and over.
I'm remembering a wonderful part of nostalgia is when you actually go back and engage with it, you're suddenly like, oh, this is why it was in the past and doesn't exist now, is because this is what every game of this deck turned
Correct.
out to be. The same turn over and
Yes.
over and over again.
But you're also
Go.
nostalgic of last turn when you did that, you know?
And at the end of turn, Solemn Simulacrum returns to my hand. Yeah, I'm nostalgic of the time that I was about to cast Luminate Primordial and forgot about the counterspell that was on top of your library and reveal.
Oh,
You
prof.
can just fast forward through Spice's turns. They're all
That's
the
correct.
Same.
Upkeep, please everyone sacrifice a
I
non-vampire.
forgot about it.
Yeah.
Not again.
No.
Gosh.
Archaeomancer is in the graveyard.
Prof, you have the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever here.
Which is?
Win.
Okay,
Wait, is that?
I think. Okay, we're finally going to get rid of Magus of the Future. It's tapped anyway. We know Rite of Replication's on the top, but that's the end of the future.
I've got some.
We're in the now.
I got some trigger effects first. First, I'm gonna lead off with Mystical Tutor.
Ooh.
Searching my library for an instant, interrupt, a mana source, or sorcery.
Nice.
Many of those cards don't exist now, but reveal it, put it on top.
Yeah.
That resolves.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it resolves. We're having fun.
I get this interrupt so good. I'm gonna get Reigns of Power.
Oh, baby.
So Reigns of Power is a 2 blue, 2 colorless instant. Untap all creatures you control and all creatures target opponent controls. You and that opponent each gain control of all creatures the other controls until end of turn. Those
What?
creatures gain haste until end of turn.
That's on the top of his library.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah. The
Yeah.
question is do you have enough? You do have enough mana to nin it, and then wow, the tables have turned. So this is
Yeah.
on your upkeep, or
This is on the trigger, yeah.
Yeah.
So Mystical Tutor resolves, Reigns of Power on top.
this is Commander, baby. Now we're pod racing.
Yeah, I will then, did I tap wrong? I have to ping myself one more time? Yeah. All right, I will ping myself for 1, going down to 21. I will nin the Swans for X is 1 damage.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
I will then draw 2 cards in total, so the Reigns and 1 unknown, conveniently leaving up 4 mana.
So cool.
I will now
this is
sacrifice
awesome.
a non-vampire to.
Hey, you got your commander back.
There they be.
What life are you at there, Kenji?
I'm at 21.
Oh, that's adorable.
Careful.
As
He's got
adorable.
reins of power.
I have power here,
Yeah.
so just
reins of them.
Reams of them. Is that an instant?
it is.
Urza.
yeah, you see.
Oh.
What, so did you sacrifice?
I did. I sacrificed Archaeomancer.
Oh yeah, nice. We've seen it
Darn.
before.
All right, so I go to draw. I draw my Tendrils of Corruption, and we've still got a black card. Oh, it's
Baby.
Oh, hey,
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful,
Stop,
beautiful,
They're
beautiful.
already dead.
Yes, yes.
Wait, what's that do again?
Do 10 damage to a player.
Oh, the
and you gain
vengeance,
And I gained
vengeance.
10
Okay,
life.
okay.
So
Yeah, I wish I had card
I thought
draw
that was
right
sudden
there.
spoiling. You do have card draw.
Yeah.
True. It's true, baby.
If a source would deal damage to it, I gotta deal damage to it.
You have a tendrils now. That's a draw 6 or something for you.
Oh my god.
I don't have enough mana to do both.
Oh, that's
I don't have
Recur your vampire.
I don't have enough mana.
That's a crypt gas joke.
I don't have enough mana.
That's a crypt gas joke. Tipsy crypt gas.
Oh, Prof, you have the opportunity.
To kill you?
Yeah.
What are you at in life?
I'm 27. Yeah.
27.
I'm sure
I
that's
could
like
kill
2
Spice.
creatures. Yeah.
I like the idea of killing. I really like the idea of killing Spice.
Okay.
Because I don't fear Sam.
Wow.
I really like Spice has got a lot going on.
Hey.
Kenji's got a fog. I feel like what we want to do is the exact same thing.
YOLO swing.
Same as it ever was.
So you would block the most powerful.
Yes.
And
would.
then wow, someone's bitter.
No,
Someone's-
it's not what you're doing. It's what I did to myself, which I will explain after you've declared attacks.
Fantastic. So I need to figure out, I need to do some math. Time out. Okay, so that's 6.
One of the fun parts of the pre-constructed decks is that some of the lands that were in them are bad. And so when I look down at my lands and I see one that's green and white and one that's green and blue, I think I have access to white and blue mana.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, this is a storage land, which only taps for green and white mana if I put storage counters on it. Sam, have I put storage counters on it?
Yawgmoth.
Have I at any point in this game put a storage counter on this land?
I see no counters there. Really.
I have nothing.
So that's going at Spice.
Yeah. So
And
that's
then
going at Spice.
Sam, the rest will be coming at you.
This is the greatest ever. Then Kenji wins off of Reigns of Power. That's it's just so easy. The classic story of Commander is you get destroyed at the beginning, you do nothing for a while, and then win at the end.
4 mana win.
Okay, so at the very least, what's going on with me?
I am going to flip the Bloodline Keeper.
Okay, so you're gonna, in attacks, we're gonna at least flip to make sure these buffs are big. Okay, so which vampires exactly are coming from me?
This one's coming for you. This one's coming for you. This one's coming for you.
25 to me. Okay.
How much to me?
That
12?
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Obviously, the right play is to shrink one of your guys so I can block and eat it. But if by shrinking by one of the guys, I don't know if the math on Spice's end works.
I'm dead.
You might not be though, because of my shrink. Okay, so let's just play it out like, because I have a turn and burn.
Oh, yes.
Which we know.
right.
Yes. So a turn and burn with 3 mana, I can make one of your vampires an 0/1, and it loses abilities.
Okay.
So at the very least, we have to decide which one that'll be. Probably the one that gives them flying. Okay, so my play is gonna look like this. In response, I'm going to tap 3 mana
Yeah.
to cast Turn, which is the blue side.
Right.
And it turns a creature into an 0/1 and it loses all abilities. So I'm targeting Vampire Nocturnus with that, which means your vampires will shrink a little bit by 2 power and they'll also lose flying.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tap 1, and since creatures died this turn, I am just going to Tragic Slip your Mercurial Chemister.
Did something
Wait,
die
what-
this
what
week?
It did. Oh, it was the sacrifice.
Oh, the
Upkeep.
Anawan.
The upkeep.
Oh, yeah.
You see, the non-vampires died. The non-vampires died.
It couldn't be.
Your card
Okay.
wasn't a vampire.
Oh,
It wasn't a
horrid.
vampire.
Okay.
Sam, you slipped up, buddy.
No, that's okay.
Yes, you slipped.
Nice.
Okay, so my chemister is getting minus 13.
Yes.
Okay, what some see as distracted is really fathoming the unfathomable.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay, fine enough.
I thought
Okay,
you were gonna
so-
do something.
No, that's just the flavor text.
In response, I read the flavor text.
In response, I read the flavor text. Fair enough. Okay, so at the very least, now we can go to blocks.
Unless you've got anything else you want to
Yeah. Now we can go 2 blocks.
Okay,
do I
so-
want to do something else?
Yeah, you have priority.
No, I do have priority. I don't really. I can't do anything to that.
Correct.
Is the problem? I could do something to that.
I could do something as well.
let's
now,
go.
If
Gets
I really
chunkier
wanted
here.
to. Let's see. We're still pre-blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your swans are a what?
4-3.
4-3.
4/3.
Yes.
Don't have I do have enough. Great.
No, if
Cool.
you tendrils it, you'll just draw a million cards. You
But
won't
it doesn't
die.
do damage. It gives it negative.
yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Drana.
Yeah.
Drana.
So Drana's gonna drain you. Drana's gonna drain your swans.
Okay.
Drana's draining your swans.
Okay, this so for how much? Minus
3.
All right, so the swans is
Which
gonna
also then
simply-
makes Drana +3.
Drana gets bigger as well.
Oh my gosh, that hurts me.
So swans dies.
Yes,
Okay.
it does.
And now I'm going to make a funny play of
No, please.
I'm going to Reigns of Power targeting you,
No!
Spice.
No!
So what yours is mine and mine is yours, friend.
Wait. No.
Yes.
I am very sorry.
Yes,
So
God.
strong.
All of them.
Yes!
All of them.
No, yes!
All of them.
All of them.
Wait, is it till end of turn?
Until end of turn.
Oh darn, so you can't
Yes,
ruin.
but
No.
yes,
They're
but you're
untapped.
gonna lose some.
Well, it doesn't matter. I don't
Yeah.
For a moment, I was gonna survive on 2 life.
Couldn't be.
It couldn't be.
Okay.
Couldn't
So
be.
all right. So now we can go to at least
Damage.
blocks.
Damage.
Yeah.
We're on blocks.
We're on
'cause, Okay, I have no.
No,
I have
no,
no
you
blocks.
have no blocks. You have no
Yeah.
blocks. We're on
Because
blocks.
you're not
blocks
getting
are
attacked.
done.
Yes.
Okay, so
Blocks are done.
okay, now we're moving through all the phases of
Are
this,
you
baby.
Wizard set design.
So now, yeah,
Wow. Wow.
we've already dabbed on this
Yes.
show.
Yeah.
Yes. God.
No,
Yes.
No, we'll get you.
I've got my justice. I've got my justice. I'm
Okay,
fine.
so I'm taking 12 from Drana,
Yeah.
and then I'm taking 5 because this is now an 0-1.
Right.
So I'm only taking 5 there.
So 17.
17.
Holy smokes, I live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh gosh,
You.
we live another day.
You were never dead. You were never dead.
Okay, so by my maths, I'm taking 17 here, going down to 10.
Yes. Yes.
Quick maths, man. 2 + 2 is 3.
-1. Wait.
All right, 17.
Okay, and let me just do some quick maths.
Oh, yeah, quick maths, mate.
Cool, I'm dead.
Okay.
That's my
GG,
maths. That's
GG
my
to it.
maths. That's
GG.
my maths.
Oh, but then you lose all the creatures.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was until end of turn anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kenji.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Good job.
Yes.
Well,
Wait, I took
Good
17. Wait, I took 17 down to 10.
That, considering what you did to Kenji, it is hilarious that Kenji resulted in you dying.
you know what? It was delicious revenge, and I really appreciate it.
I'm technically supposed to save it for later, but just getting you off the battlefield or getting you out of the game a turn.
Player removal.
Well, what's
All right.
great now is since I'm completely tapped out, I don't have to think about anything.
Let's go.
nice.
My turn. Untap upkeep, draw Rite of Replication, as
I'll
we
get you a
know.
drink.
Play Island for turn. Can I write here for, wait, what is it? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? 9, and then I can get a million of those. 5. I wish I could drain you on ET.
I know, right?
So sick. I'm gonna float 2. I'm gonna tick up Ral to tap, super tap Drana. And then I'm untapping False God, so that's 4 mana.
Yeah.
4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 2 blue,
All right, let's see it.
7, 8, and then 9. So I'm casting Rite of Replication kicked for 9.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm putting a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of target creature. The best creature here is, for me, is gonna be,
Hang on, how many copies of Lord of Lineage are you about to get?
I'm gonna get
5, I think.
5,
Is that right?
5 of them. Yeah.
All
So I
right.
get 5 Lord of Lineage tokens, right?
You have 5 of them. You can use this +5. It's not +5
We
though,
can
but
just do
it's
5 of them like this.
All
Who knows
right.
if I'll live? Because this is obviously a win con. I might just die from
Do
Kenji.
they have haste?
Oh, but you can interact.
I can.
Oh!
No kidding. They don't have haste, man. This is Honest Commander. I have no flashback either, do I? You're worried about me being the graveyard deck, but all that's in there is Island.
I just needed to play a 5th land, and it was too early in the game, but there's Bajuka Bog for you.
Okay, so if the rules are true that I have a million copies of that, then these things are enormous.
You have
They're
5
huge, yeah.
copies.
Okay.
You have a million. The
they
rules
have-
do not state you have a million copies.
But they have a million.
Currently, that's a synonym. It's a million
Yeah.
and 5 is the same.
They have a million power and toughness. Your turn. Do your worst.
I don't trust you. You're holding up a bunch of blue mana.
Blue,
still.
blue, red. That's
Yeah.
Cryptic Command.
You cast that already.
Judge, you can't have
I
2
mean,
cryptic commands.
I have to go for it. I have
Go
to
for it,
have
all right.
one
Is this-
play. I'm gonna play my Cascade Bluffs and attempt to cast Insurrection.
Oh.
Okay, all
5,
creatures.
6.
So this is either, do you have a counterspell?
Okay. Yes, I do.
Exactly.
Oh,
So the question is so let's see what, I'm gonna let him tap the mana because that matters.
Tap 8 here for Insurrection.
Okay, 4 mana, and I am playing it against the blue-red mage themselves, so I have Counterflux, also in foil, baby. Counterflux can't be countered by spells or abilities. Counter target spell you don't control.
In response to that, results.
Oh, you gotta make him have it. All right.
Well, I'm tapped out. You're effectively tapped out and at 10, and we have a revealed card on the top of Prof's library, by the way. So,
So that's, yeah.
Wait, but
please.
you're not tapped out. You tapped for fun, right? You have 2 mana.
what, floating, but now I'm
Okay. by my own gun.
All right, Prof.
All right.
It's on you.
Really?
Untap.
So either you win or he
Yeah,
wins.
it was
That's how
your
works.
choice. It was your choice.
Untap.
I want to at least cast a
upkeep,
cool counterflux.
Draw. Now, do I actually have enough mana to pay for this? I have exactly enough.
Wait. Were you do?
Yeah, he has 7.
Exactly.
So how much? 7?
Exactly.
So what does it do? I'm sorry.
What does it do?
Yeah.
Oh, Sam.
You sweet summer child.
Let's read it together. Okay. Soren's Vengeance deals 10 damage to target player, and you gain 10 life.
That's how I read it.
I
Target player and I
I
gain
hope
10
you have a
life.
spell pierce. I hope you have
I
a
know,
spell
right?
pierce.
1 mana up.
I cast a Soren's Vengeance on Sam.
Okay, so you're targeting, deal 10 damage to a player.
You.
So I have 10 life.
It resolves,
It
I
resolves.
assume.
I'm dead. Gosh, 10 exactsies.
I gain 10 life. I full swing at Kenji.
God.
Game! I won!
Good
Yeah!
game.
I was
All
invested. I was invested
Good
in
game.
Prof winning. So
Look at me.
Okay,
In a way.
okay,
Look at him.
I'm the Josh Lee Kwai now. Yeah!
Oh,
This is,
Jeez.
this is how magic is supposed to be played.
Yeah.
With
Yes.
me winning.
I thought you meant around a table with good friends, but no, you're
That's
right.
good too, I guess.
That was.
gracious.
All right.
I loved the journey of nostalgia there. Of wow, I remember playing this and like, oh yeah, I remember why I stopped playing like this
Yeah,
with this
yeah.
particular way.
I drew a bunch of cards and that's it, you know? That's
Yeah.
how it used to be in Blue-Red.
My deck didn't even do the thing. So,
You got
As
close. though.
Commander!
That's Commander,
Hey, you
baby.
destroyed a lot of your own lands.
That's true. That's true.
Wow.
Oh, thank you.
Good
Thank
games,
you.
good games,
Good
good
games.
The 10 cherry on top, though.
God.
Oh,
That's beautiful.
perfect.
So
Beautiful. All right.
If you'd have had 11Zs.
if only.
Quickly pick them up before we can rewind it.
Yeah,
Mix them
exactly.
in.
You see this little piece of
Urza,
this
Mishra,
craptastic
Marit Ladge,
ball ruined me. This piss
Emrakul,
wank
Limdul,
ruined my entire
Tezzeret,
day. Storage lands, more like shove it up.
Jingataxis,
Yeah, take that to the bank and
Yawgmoth,
it.
Commander's all about taking a bunch of game actions. In Blue-Red back in the day, you had 3 choices to take game actions. You drew cards, you countered spells, and you cast Insurrection. I did most of those things.
Magic, is about making friends and having a great time. And despite losing, I think I had a good time. I mean, let's be real. Spice was a real jerk at the beginning there, so I had to kind of put it to him with the reins of power. It didn't ultimately matter in the end because Sam had some stupid counter that couldn't be countered itself. But sometimes these are just the way things go. I'm the #1 god gamer. Sometimes the king has to come from the mountain and go to the valley of the peasants, and I think I acquired that taste of pettiness pretty well.
Mishra,
Wanker piss ass.
Elish Norn, Marit Ladge,
Nice. That's a lot of code.
I know, it's just cope, right?
The further back in time you go, the more powerful I become. Oh yes, let's all just laugh at the old man being overwhelmed with new, overly wordy, needlessly complex magic cards, but go back to Commander's origin, and you are in this old man's house now. It was a lovely time. I'll see you in season 3.